Yeah, 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 yeah. There we go. Yeah. I could say yeah, but can I go wee? Oh, that was nice. That was a good one. Wee. Yeah. Wee. Okay. Yeah. I feel it, Gunsmoke. I can feel it. Yeah. What's up, people? Happy Friday, everybody. 70 people in here. Hit the like button. Let's start the show off the right way. Shout outs to Ryan Morrison, Anthony Tavanese, and Kat. Thank you, Kat. Thank you for the cash apps, people. Great way to start the show. Yeah. Thank you, Kat. Anthony Tavanese, the real gangster. The real triple OGs. Yeah. Happy Friday, everybody. And welcome to the show. I am your host, Gunsmoke the Don, in the flesh. Yeah. With the real West Side Outlaws and the Bad Boy Killers. Yeah. Hope you guys are feeling all right. It's rainy out there and miserable, and just the way I like it. It's going to be like this tomorrow, too. It's not good for the traffic out there, I guess. For the poor people who have to walk in this shit, but it's it's my kind of day. So let's get this shit show started. Let's see who's in here. Let me do my hellos, and then I guess we have a few things to talk about. I was watching Angel Show last night. I'm going to try to talk about it in a very nice way, like a gentleman. I'm a gentleman. We're a gentleman. Who said I'm not a gentleman? I'm a gentleman, doll. I tried to come on your show last night and tell you all about yourself. You're fucking up out there. But, you weren't too receptive. I tried to explain to you why your whole thought process is just wrong. But you weren't listening to me. You gonna listen to me? Are you gonna let me speak? All right. Give me a moment. Let me explain this to you. So, yeah, we're going to talk about last night's events. I got to say, I find her show entertaining. It does make me laugh a lot. Me and my friends, we laugh at the show. It's entertaining. But for the past couple of days, I got to say, it's really asinine what I'm hearing. I keep saying it. If I had any fucking hair, I would pull it out. I really would, because the ignorance is just so prevalent over there. And the guests, some of the guests, they don't even make it any better. They make it a lot worse. And I just don't know how people could be so, I won't say dumb, but I'll say deaf and blind. I will say deaf and blind. We'll leave out the dumb part because I'm trying to be nice. It's incredible. I mean, if I was on there, I'd be embarrassed, to be honest. With the way they're talking about this MRE, I mean, Jesus Christ. Hold on, I don't want to start off the show that way. Let me do my hellos, but first let me thank my man. Where's he at? Where's he at? There he is. The jacket. It's the jacket. $5. Second to last day, let's help Smoke out with some donations. That's right. The end of the month is here. Thank you for being so thoughtful, the jacket. So considerate of you. And understanding that it's the last of the month and I have to survive the ghetto. And this is how I do it. So yeah, if you guys want to support the channel, I'd appreciate that very much. I didn't ask you guys yesterday. I really don't even ask you guys anymore because I don't want to piss you guys off. But, as a content creator, this is how, I do my things. So it would be nice if you could support the channel. You guys were nice to me yesterday, though. You guys supported the channel yesterday, so I appreciate that. And thank you, the jacket. Thank you. All right, let me scroll up here. Let me scroll the way up. Shit. The more I scroll up, the more scrolling I have to do. What the hell? All right, here we go. Hey, Sally, first one in here. I should have known. Good to see you, Sally. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. Shit. I was up all night and then I took a nap before the show. Now my voice sounds like shit. And yeah, I'm just waking up, really. Nice picture of Joey. Thank you, Rob Ghost. Rob Ghost. Just Beatles CI. CI? Confidential informant? Happy Friday. Anthony Tavanace, my man. Oh, Casper Rosa, don't you sleep? I caught some of your show last night. I hit the replay. Good show. Very entertaining. Shouts to Casperosa. Subscribe to Casperosa if you're not subscribed already, guys. Casperosa, if you want to drop your link, definitely do so. I'm sure everybody here's subscribed to you anyway, but maybe there's a couple that aren't. Let's see. Anthony Tavanace. He'll be listening to the show. He's building an ark. You're building an ark. Where's my ark? I'm gonna build an ark up to somebody's ass. Michiel, what's up, Michiel? We got Big Frank in the house. What's up, Frank? Hey, Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? I don't know. He's up to no good, that Joey Merlino. He's up to no good. Hold on, guys. Let me take a sip of this shit. Hold on. God damn it. I'm sipping on some Sprite right now. It's not helping. I don't know. I've been feeling crappy the past few days. Haven't been feeling 100%. What's up, Lance? Shouts to Pittsburgh. God damn it. Let's see. Michiel. Oh, there she is. There's my lovely lady. There she is. Good morning. Well, for you, it's good morning. Good morning, beautiful. On the west side. I saw you last night. I saw you in the chat giving zero fucks. Speaking your mind. I saw you, girl. Trying to talk some sense into these people. They wanted you to grab the link. I wish you would have grabbed the link and spoke some sense into them, but you got better things to do, so I don't blame you. But yeah. I don't know. If you want to talk later on the show, you could hop on later. If you want to. I'm not putting no pressure on you. But I think you would have a respectful opinion about last night's events, or the past couple of days, actually, because what they've been saying over there is just fucking insanity, in my opinion. I'm gonna try to be as nice as I can, like a gentleman, and we'll talk about it. What's up, Jason Mikesell? Where the hell you been? Back from the dead. Glad to see the channel is alive and well still. Yeah, well, I'm surviving by the skin of my balls on here, but I'm still here. We're still surviving. But where the hell you been, brother? Damn. Neighborhood Paisan. What the fuck happened to you? Good to see you, bro. Let's see. Tatone in the house. The real gangsters. Yeah. You've been away since like August. I'm curious to see what new developments there are. Oh, Jesus. I guess things are the same since August, but Oh, it's just crazier and crazier every day. What's up, Carlos? Oh yeah, Joey Molino's on YouTube now. Yep, Gene's a free man. And now, yeah, I saw that. Gene's going after him. He said he'll slap him or something. He's only 4'2". He'll slap him. He said he'd rather join the Latin Kings than join the Philly mob. That was funny. Um, yeah, I don't know what that's about. What's up, Crypto Crutchy? Who else we got in here, y'all? Let me scroll down. Brian Bozek. What's up, Brian? Don Vito Casioferro. I was just about to say, Gunsmoke, you're late. God damn it. No, I'm not. I had to push the time back 10 minutes. I hate being late. Edward. What up, Edward? We got Bear Pushy in the house. Let me scroll down here. Hold on. Chris Capello, hope you're feeling better, brother. He's not feeling too well. What's up, Cat? Thank you so much, Cat. Thank you for that cash app. Scott L in the house. All right, I see you, boy. What the hell? Carson, I like that. If you don't know if you're going to vote for me, then you ain't black. I like that, Carson. Yeah, it's going to be my new slogan. All right, I'm scrolling. Yorkville. Who's Kim's tripping? That was, oh, God. Jesus. Don't get me started on that one. Holy shit. That was definitely an MRE troll. Definitely. With the dumbest opinions, dumbest opinions. Oh, Jesus. I gotta start writing this shit down. When these people start saying dumb shit, I gotta start writing it down so I can respond accordingly, in a smooth type of way, instead of trying to fucking remember everything. But boy oh boy. She wasn't doing Angel no favors on there. I mean, she was making the situation worse with her mouth, saying the stupidest things. You can have your own opinion, sure, but very biased opinion there. Definitely an MRE sim. Just stupidity. What's up, Tony Ducks? The Ghoster. Just want to make sure I say hello to. What's up, Dave? If you don't say hello to everybody, they get upset. Like, what the fuck? You skipped me. Getting your swerve on. What you know about getting your swerve on, boy? Feels good to be back in the Mob 2 community. Well, welcome back, man. I thought maybe you disappeared and turned on me. I don't know. It's good to see you back, though. Wyatt Earp. What's up, Wyatt? Joe Root. Joe Root. Almost skipped you, brother. Chad McDonough. Oh, yeah, I spoke to the other Chad yesterday, too. He's still holding up okay. So, yeah, please keep his son in your prayers and your thoughts. But Chad's holding up all right. I got to skip, guys, because I'm going too long with these hellos, and I want to thank the people who just sent me 2 additional super chats here. Hey, Cat T313 ELE, baby. Good to see you. Joey Frakes sent me $5. A little survival cash, bro. Yes, that does help me survive. Thank you, Joey Frakes. That was beautiful. And Cranky, good to see you. $4.99. Time for match game. Oh, are people still playing that? They don't like to play it around here. Well, I appreciate that, Cranky. Hopefully, they get into the spirit of playing the match game today. It is Friday, and it's the second to last day of the month. So I got to try to get whatever increments I can. Any increments I could collect for next month's check, What's up, OC and CO7? The real gangsters, y'all. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Here we go. Brian Bozek, Gunsmoke, I had asked you this before. but I don't think you saw it. I don't think you heard me the first time. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I don't think you heard me the first time. Remember MRE saying he got her pregnant? You think there might be some truth? Maybe that's why they are on. Oh, they are on full protection for him. Yeah, look, for the life of me, I don't know why Angel talks about MRE the way she does. I mean, she doesn't owe him anything. I don't know what he has over her head. He claims he has his cell phone with a whole bunch of stuff on there about the daughter. He already made a threat to release it, to use it as a weapon against her if she ever said that he was a liar. He did insinuate that he did get the daughter pregnant. I hate to even talk about that subject because it's you're talking about somebody's kid, but uh, he's the one who brought it up. So he's the one who made it a big deal, trying to say that Kasparov is only doing this because he's jealous of the daughter. I went on dates with the daughter. I slept over there, and that's probably my baby. She forgets about that. Um, so I don't know. I don't want to say that because I really don't know. But he's got to have something because she's talking way too nice about this guy, giving him the benefit of the doubt for every fucking thing. They're making up every excuse under the sun why his charges disappear. Then that fucking lawyer too. That guy Adam was pissing me off too. I kind of like Adam, but he was annoying the shit out of me last night. He started to annoy me because every time you ask him a question, he gives you that fucking lawyer lingo. I'm not going to talk about it here, but da 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 da. You need proof. There was no convictions. Well, why were there no convictions, Adam? Why? You're asking the wrong questions, pal. All these charges, no jail time ever. You look into the files, everything's redacted. Government takes over these cases and makes them disappear. What does that tell you, Adam? He was not convicted, so you cannot accuse him of these things. In a court of law, you could be sued. And da da da. I don't want to hear that, bro. I do not want to hear that fucking. And then he says, oh, I don't care if he's a racist or a Nazi. I do not care. It has nothing to do with me. I really don't care. Maybe you don't, but What about the peoples he's affected on here? People's he's slandered and defamed. No, he's the one who has the case against people. People don't have nothing against him, right? I do not know about him. Then why are you even fucking talking about him if you don't know about him? Come on, bro. And I'm sure behind closed doors, when the show turns off, you're saying your true feelings about the guy, And I understand you don't want to piss off Angel, so you just go with it, whatever she says, with her narrative. But yeah. I feel like he's a smart guy. He should know better. He gives you that fucking lawyer bullshit. I'm not going to talk about it on here. And well, you're on a fucking YouTube show. You're on a panel. This isn't a court of law. You can give your fucking opinion. All right. You're on a panel. You're on a show. Just your opinions are not necessarily those of the content creator or the channel owner. You're entitled to give your honest opinion. You don't got to sugarcoat it with that fucking lawyer shit. Seems like a sharp guy, but I don't know, man. He's starting to tick me off with that. Let me scroll down here, guys. I'm sorry. I got to skip you guys a little bit. I'll come back to it. But I must thank my man, Fatball Italian, $49.99. Damn. Thank you, brother. That is a sight for sore eyes. Thank you. Thank you. You've been really good to me, especially this past month. I mean, you've always been good to me, but this past month, you outdid yourself, brother. You really did. I can't thank you enough. I know you spent a lot of money on me this month, and I'm grateful for you, man. I really am. Thank you so much, brother. Wee! Yeah, he says wee. That piece of shit is an animal. Who we talking about? MRE? Yeah, of course he is. Leave it up to them, though. Oh no, he's a great guy. He was such a gentleman. He came here. Yeah, he showed up at the train stop, fucking looking and smelling like shit, dressed like shit, smelled like shit. Probably smell like wet dogs. I don't know. I think Casprosa said the guy kisses like a fish. He heard. Yeah, it's weird. He looks like it though. What does he know about kissing a girl? He don't know nothing about it. So he kisses like a fish. Yeah. Oh yeah. The Tooth Fairy came to visit Itty Bitty Nita last night, but forgot to leave her daughter money for her teeth. Oh, cheap goddamn Tooth Fairy. Damn, Tooth Fairy on the West Coast be cheap, huh? In New York, they treat the kids nice. I guess on the West Coast, it's a different story. You could blame your fucking governor over there for his woke bullshit over there he's doing. He's destroying the whole state. Kim was fucking tripping, all right. Yeah. Oh my god. I don't even. I, I forgot everything I was gonna say last night about her, and maybe I'm better off. I had nothing nice to say. Just the stupidity, like the hey Maureen. Maureen's smart. She's got some sense. She don't care what people think. She's gonna speak her opinion. That's why I like Maureen. I've come to like Maureen real quick. She speaks a lot of sense. Yeah, the real gangsters, y'all. Hold on, I got a text message here. Hold on. Somebody sent me a text saying Angel's attorney friend keeps saying it's all circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial. Those are some fucking circumstances. An arsenal of guns, bombs, Nazi memorabilia, connections to major neo Nazis across the country, drug dealing, assaults, domestic assaults. Now diddling. Now diddling. Those are some circumstances, I never been under those circumstances where that shit's on paper in black and white, sealed envelopes, redacted incident reports, redacted reports. A lot of circumstances. Circumstantial evidence. That's that fucking lawyer lingo. Like he's in a court of law over there. Like she's paying him for his counsel, You're getting a free quote with him every night. I'll give you a free quote. If you want my advice, I'll give it to you. My advice is I'm going to say a big nothing. It's a big nothing burger. I'm not going to tell you anything because I'm afraid of getting sued myself. I told you, stay off the YouTube. Stay off of the YouTube. Both direct and circumstantial evidence is legitimate proof that someone committed a crime. In fact, they are common in all state and federal criminal courts. It is a fact that somebody could be convicted of a crime based only on circumstantial proof. And the person says, those aren't my words. It came from a legal document. So that is circumstantial evidence. He's a slick motherfucker, huh? But they're saying here both direct and circumstantial evidence is legitimate proof that someone committed a crime. So what do you think about that, buddy, old pal? What do you have to say there? Look, as far as the diddling shit, I heard about that. Somebody made a call. Somebody in the family made a call. Now, if you got this sick fat fuck walking around the house with a shotgun, I'm sure he, I'm assuming, it's my opinion, I'm assuming that he walks around the house and says, "Oh, you gonna rat on me? You called the cops? I'll kill you. You better tell them to go away. You better tell them nothing happened. You hear me?" And he cocks the shotgun. Yeah, and they already know he's a sick fuck. He's in the basement painting little Nazi dioramas, doing little Nazi Legos on parade. So I'm sure they're like, "Hey, we're dealing with a sick fuck here. Just, let's just drop it. Let's just keep the kid away from him." And, I'm sure, in my opinion, that's what happened. And then what happened? The cops or the feds or somebody went to that precinct and said, "Hey, this little report you typed up over there, yeah, we got to redact all this shit out. He's a cooperating witness, and we can't have this. It makes us look bad. We know he's a nut. We're just gonna sweep it under the rug, just like everything else he did. He's got to be the fucking luckiest fucking guy on earth. All these felonies, never did a day in jail. What do you think about that, Adam, Mr. Wallbounds?" And look, you're probably way smarter than me, pal. So, I shouldn't be talking. What do you know? What do you know about the law? You know nothing about the law. You're right. But I do know bullshit when I hear it. Yeah, I don't want to get into details, Tony Ducks, but yeah, it was real personal, real close to home. It's more serious. It wasn't just some one-off prank phone call. Okay. It wasn't a stranger. Sally, thank you so much for the $10. I just dropped the link for Frank. And so somebody said Frank wants the link, so I dropped the link for Frank. Sally, thank you. Have streaming issues. Catch you on replay. God damn it. Come on, Sally. Well, I hope you get your internet fixed over there. I don't know what's going on. Oh, War. What's up, War? Don't you abuse me. Don't you abuse me. No negatives, you. Have a good day, Sally. Tony Ducks, my man. Oh, we got MRE's Daycare Center here. Uncle MRE's Daycare. That's exactly how it happened. This is so bizarre. I told you, shut your mouth, you little rat, yeah? They're going to arrest me. I'm not good in jail. What's up, Frank?
What's up, buddy? What's going on?
Chilling, bro. What's going on?
Same old, same old. Can you believe the fucking bullshit, bro?
No, I really can't.
There's some real stupid people, bro.
Oh my god.
I didn't think certain people were that fucking dumb. Man, they open their mouth and prove it over and over and over, man. I say to myself, just don't say nothing about certain people. Just keep it to yourself. It sounds like it's deliberate because whatever, but I mean, god damn.
Yeah.
Stupid motherfuckers, boy. Stupid. I'll leave that at that. You brought up a point, sweeping shit under the rug. That's one crime the government or the law does not sweep on, and thank God for that. Those chomos, they put them out. Even in the witness protection program, the ones that are chomos, they go on the registry. They just go under their new name and they put them on the registries. You know that, right?
I had no idea. No.
Yeah. No. They don't fuck around like that, and rightfully so. That motherfuckers. First of all, that motherfuckers, if it was up to me, should be dropped on oil and killed. Do I want this to be true? Absolutely not, because that means there's victims involved, and I don't want no victims of that kind of crime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it is, I'm telling you, man, I'll never let that. I'll let that motherfucker down. Every day, I'll remind him how much of a piece of shit deflected cocksucker he is until it can be proven.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about him now. I mean, and listen, I said this, I don't give a shit. Do I care if a fucking truck grabs him and fucking and pulls him from one end of fucking Rhode Island all the way up to New York? I couldn't give a fuck. Matter of fact, I might fucking go have a drink on that.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, definitely. That's a cause for celebration.
Yeah, good guy. You don't even fucking God damn. And that fucking lawyer, man, come on, bro. I know you're trying to protect in your First Amendment and, right for this, right for that, and you went to school for it and all. But all you sound like one of them Jewish guys that fucking represented fucking terrorists at 9/11, bro. Just always like, oh, yeah, the law is the law. We live in this great country and this is what we do. The guy's a fucking, if it was up to him, you'd be you'd be in a fucking oven, okay? This is the type of cocksucker he is. All right, bro. So don't tell me about fucking oh, you gotta have proof, you gotta have this and that, and then you fucking put the little fucking Three Stooges jokes involved in that. But bro, it was sick, bro. It was sick.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, and that Marlon woman, the Confederate flags. Are you out of your mind? The Confederate flag is a way of life to who? I live in between two historic black colleges. Okay, right now I do anyhow. All right, I'll go to one of them, let's say Hampton University, and I'll ask the students over there, what do they think of the Confederate flag, okay? All right, this is one of the Ivy League schools of the black communities. And I'll guarantee you 99.9% will tell me what they feel. Stop trying to fucking be an ass kisser, man. That's all you're doing. It's just fucking sick. It's sick, bro. That's all I got to say.
That's an interesting point you said too, because when Marla was talking and giving this guy excuse after excuse after excuse,
He owes an
thinking in my head,
apology to any African American that's on that freaking chat room. I feel bad for that itty bitty kid that was there. She doesn't need to listen to that fucking bullshit. That's insulting. That's what that is.
Yeah.
The guy Silo, who I used to joke around and everything, I'll give him kudos too. Good for him, man, for standing up for yourself, bro. Good for this is on the real talk. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you for standing up for yourself. Telling her, if either she's, I'm tired of saying that. Yeah, she's nice. Maybe she don't know. Maybe she's not that hip to shit. Okay, no, she's just plain. She's ignorant. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, I was thinking, you're sitting there saying you don't know this about MRE and this and that and all this other shit. Basically, giving him a cop out. I was thinking in my head, like, if it was up to him, if this were his world, you'd be enslaved or dead.
I swear, he'll be ashes. Okay.
Yeah.
Sad as it. Sad. Nothing funny about it. Nothing. All right. What the fuck do you need? What do you need to see?
If it was anybody else, it was with that type of paperwork and all that. I mean, they'd be calling me a fucking all that shit, Nazi, diddler. They would call me all that stuff if I had a record like that. But because it's him, they give him a cop out. I don't know, man. He's like a cult leader over there. He's got these.
I don't give a fuck if he dies tonight. I don't give a shit if he burns in hell. I don't give a fuck about that guy. You think I give a fuck about him?
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. He's a gentleman. You don't even. If that's a gentleman, then I don't know how many gentlemen you've been around.
They don't understand they're being trolled. She doesn't even realize. I think Silo tried to tell her, like, you don't understand that you were trolled from the very beginning, from day one.
Fuck that, dude.
I was under a different name.
This is it. I'm tired of talking about this because it's insulting, and it's sick, and to all them and to just fucking that racist shit, man. I'm not cool with it, bro.
She says, "No, I wasn't under my name real back then. He didn't know
who I was." And it only affects it to somebody that affects. Oh yeah, what I did hear him say about gay people, but she
cares about that.
Please.
That's the least of the shit he's doing on here. What he's done to people or said about people.
It's just she owes an apology to everybody who's on that panel. That's her friend. Not to me, because those are her friends. Well, anybody comes here. Well, let's say Silo. She owes an apology. You know who she owes an apology to? Lee Cole.
Oh, yeah, because they were calling him
this guy's been calling him a chomo without no fucking proof for fucking 2 years. Fucking 2 years, all right? And now she wants him to fucking go see a lawyer to protect for liability. Go get yourself a lawyer, MRE.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here, bro.
You got a case, sue them all.
Go do like an ostrich and stick your head in the fucking dirt. Fuck out of here. I've never been so fucking annoyed.
It just sucks that you
What, are you going to come back and call me a rat tonight? Yeah, okay, good. Good for you. Good for you. While you're at it, go ask Joe Molino what he thinks about 302s, okay?
She did say last night, she's like, Fiorellino, I never said Howie was handsome.
fucking cares? Ignorant.
Yeah,
Ignorant
it's a shame.
shit.
Because I don't hate the lady. It's not.
You
I'm not trying
happy
to
now? You got
attack
the
her.
motherfucker out of me. And it could be an everyday thing. Let's do it.
But you know, Silo tried to reach her. You know, she just don't get it. She doesn't get that the guy. It's all
I'm
a
tired
fake
of talking about
facade.
it. She
You
don't
know,
get it. That's her fucking problem.
it's all
You
a
know,
facade.
this motherfucker talk bad about her daughter.
Yeah, I never did no shit like that. That
Her
was him, and
daughter, her
she
fucking
sweeps
daughter.
it under
Come
the
on.
rug. She don't even
I mean, this
acknowledge it.
woman. I mean, what did this girl ever do to be nice to him? Treat him like a person? Invite him over their house? They fed him? Ask anybody if I ever did that to anybody who fucking did me good. People did me bad. I've done bad shit, but I always respected women.
Yeah.
All right? Always. And that's it, bro.
Damn, you're on a roll right now.
I'm fucking pissed. I was pissed last night, too. I couldn't believe what I was listening to.
Oh yeah, that was asinine.
And
The
that
past
fucking
couple of
Silo
nights.
guy, I'm sorry about everything. That's a good friend, right? Not to me, but to her, because he let it go.
Yeah, you could tell he was frustrated because he was trying to reason with her, but she wasn't hearing it. So he's like, "All right," you know. But you don't see that you were trolled from the day one, and she makes up a lame excuse. He didn't know my name. I was under a different name. It's like, no, when you got acquainted with him, when he knew who you were,
They were
and you built this
debating the
friendship.
shades of black on that picture of the blackface picture.
Oh yes.
Oh, they were debating that, bro.
She said no, it wasn't blackface because he painted his whole head.
It was
black.
green.
His entire
Oh,
head.
so yeah,
And it was
somebody
dark
said
green.
it was green. Get the fuck out
And
of
it was
here.
entire
God.
head.
Can
Come
you not
on.
be that more stupid? Are you that stupid? I don't believe you are.
No, that's what I'm saying. She's not that stupid. She can't be. She can't be.
Yeah, it was green faced. Get the fuck out of here. He was at Nickelodeon. They dumped a fucking glob on him.
Yeah, nah, she can't be that stupid. There's something going on there. She's talking all nice about him and praising him to her own detriment. You know, she's pissing off her chat. Half her chat was not agreeing with her. She insulted
Marky
Silo.
made me laugh.
What did Marky say? The blood of the bread, the blood of the bread. Let me see, where is he?
The blood of the
Oh, here we
ram.
go.
I needed some of that. Thanks, Marky. And look, me and Marky are on opposite. You know, Marky don't stand up for the decisions I made, but we agree to disagree. You ask him about that shit. That shit is bullshit, bro.
Any rational person would say,
and it kept on going and going and going and going and going.
Yeah, no remorse.
It was like, let me find the hair on the egg. You bring a good point. Let me look for that fucking hair. Oh, there, I got one right here.
Yeah, reaching for straws over there. Like, how can I make up an excuse for MRE? I want to make up excuses for him.
Just fucking, man, just fucking ridiculous. 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 The blood of the ram. Yeah, fucking goddamn.
Hold
Shit.
on. I got something for you, Marky. I got another version too, but it was too much. I don't want to piss people off. But
what is it?
I should have sent this to you last night too. Hold on. Let me take the comment down. All right, there we go. The fucking blood of the wham, blood of the wham. Can you see it?
Hold on, no. I could imagine. Oh, the blood of the ram. Yeah, that's a great one.
Blood of the wham, blood of the wham.
Oh God, we're gonna hear about this, but wait, it is what it is.
God damn it, it's funny. Come on.
We like to laugh. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But obviously, that's nothing to laugh about yesterday, and that's all I got to say about that. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
All right. Well, if you don't want to talk about it, I got somebody backstage who wants to talk about it.
I'll take a step down.
Oh, you get to step down?
No, I'll be back. I'll just be on the chat for a while. Just you know what I mean. I just don't want to. If somebody wants to debate me on it, I will.
No. It's Anthony Tavanese. God damn it.
Oh, let Anthony in. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Frankie, you're an absolute gentleman.
Thank you.
I tried to tell You know, a couple of things that were getting missed last night. So she kept saying, Marla kept saying, it's not offensive to her. Well, that's not the answer. Okay, just because it's not offensive to you, it's generally offensive. Okay, um, and I give Silo a lot of credit. He had enough, you know, and he tried to be right about it, and you could see he was getting frustrated, you know. And then I posted a thing, and I said, "You see, Tony, that's what you get. You know, you had her back all that time, and look what you get in return. You know, and it's a fact. You know, I mean." That I cannot believe for I mean, it was 3 hours, and then I fell asleep and woke up later, and they were still on hours later. For 3 hours, they danced around a circle, and could bear. I mean, the chat. Many people in the chat
Mm-hmm.
admitted it, but for 3 hours, they danced around that thing and would not touch it. I mean, it's absolutely, it's mind-boggling, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it. Listen, how? I mean, okay, you really can't go. You can't say anything much about the one Casprosa brought up yet. Obviously, there is something going on there. But look at how many people do you know have all those different charges or things brought against them? How many people do you hang out with, Frank? Or did you hang out with that have all that shit like that? I mean, yeah, I mean, it's absolute insane. And I even said, I said,
I didn't
what
hang
would
out
your
with those.
father think?
I didn't hang out with those type of people,
That's
though.
what I'm saying to you. But I said, what would help? Could you imagine if the old man was alive? I said, you better hope Uncle Gene ain't listening.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. And that's another thing. You could look at it this way. Look at where the Gotti brand and the Gotti name has gone. Okay. Uh, you know, a sister on YouTube, all hours of the night, banging heads with people that are half insane, mentally insane, disturbed, criminally insane, whatever. I mean, think about that. You know, if this was
I
the
don't want to.
'80s,
I don't want to bash the Gotti name at all.
no,
I
no,
thought. I
I'm not,
thought.
Frankie. I'm not. I'm not at all.
There's an uncle that done. I'm not gonna. We all know who he is. He's done 30, 40 years. I mean, that,
God
that
bless him,
guy.
Frankie. But
All
that's
right,
my
there's another
point.
uncle who's doing time, another nephew that's doing time. If we
Right.
want to talk about her and the way
Yeah.
she comports herself, we could do that. Not
Hey,
always, because up to yesterday, I was cool with it. She
right.
does her thing, I do mine, whatever. But
But
yesterday,
Hold
Frank,
I
I'm
think,
I'm not bashing that name at all. All I'm
yeah,
saying is 30 years ago, this would never be playing out in social media like it is.
yeah. Well, a
It's
lot of things
embarrassing.
wouldn't be
It's
going on. You're
embarrassing.
right.
It's embarrassing.
on.
You know?
Let me be a gentleman here. We got the lovely, beautiful, the one and only Itty Bitty Nita.
Wow.
Well,
Good morning, beautiful.
Good
Good
morning, Nita.
morning.
Good morning.
hey, Nita, how are
I'd
you?
love to hear your opinion.
Well, as a Black person, I just feel like I'm not offended by Angel and Marla's opinion. I'm not offended by anyone's opinion, but
Yeah.
MRE's a fucking racist.
Bottom
That was
line.
my
Yeah.
whole point. That was my whole point last night. It was like the last week we were saying, "Oh my God, yeah, that Browns video. He's been saying some racist shit." Like I pointed it out. I screen recorded it. If anybody wants to hear it, I have it. We're not gonna go back to, well, we didn't see it. Yes, we all saw it. You guys just told us last week that you saw everything. You didn't see it before, but you saw it now. Now we're saying, "Oh my God, no, he's not. I don't think yes, he is."
Yeah.
And you're not gonna piss on my head and tell me it's raining.
That's
He's
right.
racist. And then she's there like, oh, I'm getting frustrated. Maureen like had the biggest point.
Easy.
They're saying like, "Oh my God, no, if he was, he would be proud of it." It's 2023. Do you guys not watch other YouTube videos? If somebody posts you doing a public freak out being racist, your life is over. You're
Yep.
losing your job. You're losing your whatever. Nobody's
Exactly.
gonna deal with you. So clearly, of course, he's not gonna say, "I hate Jews" or "I hate
Right.
this." Like, duh.
Yeah.
Like,
The-
let's stop acting stupid.
Right.
Not to be rude or disrespectful, but I'm not stupid, and I'm not gonna play stupid because everybody wants to be kumbaya. No.
That's why I
Good for
love you,
you.
Nita.
Good for
Nick,
you. That's what people need. People need to speak up.
Right.
You know, unfortunately, it's like watching a TV evangelist show with that one. Everybody's
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, you're right, this and that," and
Right.
I think she starts believing her own bullshit. You know, I
Right.
don't know,
But
but
Nick, Nick,
I
you
have
know
no
the
problem with them being like, if you want to forgive him, if you want to be friends with him, just say that. But you're not
Sure.
gonna tell me I didn't
Right.
hear or see what I saw.
But what's
That's
the
crazy.
reason, Nita? What do you think the reason for that is? I mean, I think deep down, I think maybe there's something to the fact that the kid has something that she don't want put out there because she has to. It's right there. Why? What is the
I don't
reason?
think he's blackmailing her. I think it is what she said. She really liked MRE.
Wow.
She doesn't not liked him, but she really
Right.
liked
No, I
him
get
as
it.
she really liked him as a friend, and she still likes and cares for him as a friend. So she kind of wants to salvage that. Like, she doesn't want to salvage her friendship with Casper Rosa, but she wants to salvage all those good times she had with MRE, and that's fine. But we're not going to keep going back to 13 friends. Like I said, friends lie for friends. My
Right.
friend told me last week, call me at this time and say that you're ready for me to pick you up, and I didn't even ask questions. I just did it. So
it.
friends lie for friends. We're not going to act like they
Sure.
don't. And saying I have a black friend or he has a half Jewish niece. Okay, well, he doesn't like the Jewish side, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Right.
So
The
like
hell, every racist has a black friend.
Right.
The fuck? They just think that black person's a good black person. They're not like the rest. That's what
Right.
it is.
I just, I mean, if she values the friendship, and if she just came out and said, listen, there are qualities in him I don't like. There are things about him that I definitely don't like, but there are things about him. We became friends, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right?
But
Don't
say
you
it
think?
doesn't exist.
Doesn't that kill the conversation? Doesn't that say, hey, all right, she knows the guy's got shit that's wrong with him, but she chooses to be friends with him. And what could you say to her? Nothing. That's her choice, right? That's her choice.
she seems to respect Nita, though. She seems to respect your opinion.
She did say that. I mean,
Yeah.
she did. She
I mean,
does
but for
respect
her to
Nita's
keep going
opinion.
over,
You know,
I don't feel, like I said, I don't feel slighted by Angel or Marla's opinion.
no,
But I just feel like
you're not stupid either.
don't tell us we're not seeing what we're seeing. Like, we
Right.
saw what we saw, and don't say you didn't see it either, because you saw it. You told us you saw it. You told us
Right.
you were sickened by it. But now, just because you want to be friends again, nobody saw it. You didn't see anything. There's no proof. Yes,
Right.
there is.
Yeah, there were periods of time where you didn't hear, like when that was going on. There had to be texting going on or something, messages going between somebody, because there were periods of time where you didn't even hear from her. Like, I mean, listen, like you said, it is what it is. My opinion is, if she just came out and said, hey, listen, I choose to be friends with him. He's got issues, and that's it. There's no story after that. It's done.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing you could say. I mean,
And then the other thing I didn't like was, like, it keeps coming back to Casper Rosa. Yes, Casper Rosa can be an asshole in the way he delivers things. I am too. So I totally 100% get it. But Casper Rosa didn't make MRE go to Brown University with his friend, who's a racist, a proud, out-known racist, and holding a sign saying Jews are word kids. Casper Rosa didn't make him do that. Casper Rosa didn't make him go on a rant against homosexuals the other day. He's been doing this all on his own. Hold him accountable for the things that he did. Don't hold Casper Rosa accountable for bringing it to the light. That's crazy.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frank.
It's like, I've never had anything against this woman's never bothered me at all. Yesterday, her choice of words probably more than herself. Sticking up for this fucking piece of shit. As far as like Casper Rosa, his approach, I know who better than me. Me and him used to bump heads like fucking no tomorrow. We used to go back and forth all the time, I know how he can be, and in a perfect world, I thought their relationship was going to work out like a week ago until the last 2 days. No, I don't want to see them fight in a kind of way. I know a lot of people do. I don't.
Hey, Frank.
But I also don't want to see her fucking sticking up for this piece of shit.
Right.
Fucking Providence, wherever the fuck he is.
Hey, Frankie, was Lee on there? Then he left.
No,
No,
I didn't see Lee on there. I don't
Lee wasn't
blame
on
him
Raw last
either.
night, right?
Nah,
Why would he want to be a part of that
aside
shit?
from Lee,
Yeah.
we make fun, we do all this stuff, we go back and forth, whatever. If you were Lee, would you want to be there?
No, not at all. I mean,
And I'm not trying to put a wedge. I hope they work out their fucking relationship too. But that's insulting, man. It's insulting with a
Yeah.
capital fucking I.
I mean, Silo was respectful to Angel, but you could see he laid back, and I could hear him, and then he was in the chat, and finally he had enough and told him to drop the link. And
Yeah, he was frustrated.
I like the
yeah,
way he questioned
yeah,
that Kim lady too.
yeah.
He was really breaking down her stupid argument.
Listen, sweetheart, I'm not talking to you, sweetheart.
I mean, well, what the fuck? Don't you see the dysfunction there? They
And she
met at a
was
fucking
seriously
Corey Feldman fucking community. A Corey
Oh my
fucking
God.
Feldman community.
Wait, did you hear the one, Frankie? And then when she
God damn.
she says, well, you should know about him. He takes care of the elderly. He does things for the elderly. Yeah, I bet he
Yeah,
does.
he abuses them too.
Yeah, he probably robs them, right?
But that lady, there's something off about her too. She's very strange. She was definitely
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
And then she keeps saying like every time somebody brings something up, like every time Tony would say something, he goes, "Oh well, I didn't see that," or
Yeah,
"I didn't hear that,"
yeah,
or
sure.
"I couldn't read the chat." Well, then why the fuck do you have an opinion about shit
what are
you
we
don't
doing
know
here?
about?
Hey, Dom,
Exactly.
come on, enough, Dom,
She
please.
feels so strongly
What
about it,
are
but she
we
doesn't even
doing?
know what the fuck she's talking about. But she knows.
And that
She
whole
watches
I've been in
MRE.
this same situation with MRE before. That she made that shit up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think her and MRE are a lot more close than she let on.
She was sent by him or Envy to do that.
Yeah.
She was on a
And the
mission.
fact that nobody in the chat was realizing that is really weird.
She sounded weird, the lady, when I heard her. I'm like, this
the
lady's
chat
in the
was all
woods over
over the
there in
place.
Canada.
I think she was weird when she thought fucking everything Adam said was funny because some of those jokes sucked.
And you know what the fuck else was weird?
What?
Edwin sending Angel money and blessings again.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Early on, I saw that.
Meanwhile, he's
Well, I
supposed to
think we got
boycott.
Edwin here now. Edwin, are you here?
No, I don't watch Gunsmoke. That would be a decent thing to do. I only support scumbags.
This is not a family channel.
Please, do I have a minute for your show?
This is not a family channel here.
He came back.
Please don't curse.
Yeah, I respect Edwin, but I don't respect what he did, like how he treated Angel.
Yeah.
And now for you, just because she said some nice things that you guys like, oh, here we all are again. We're all friends. Fuck off. Don't say anything to me.
You know, it's like so hard to keep harmony, like, you know, like, you know, you'd like just to be kind of friendly. Who needs the drama? Who needs the bullshit, right? I say it all the time. I say that all the time. I come on here to laugh, meet people, talk, you know, just chop it up and have a good time. And you just, it's like a vacuum. You get sucked into it. And I know Smoke all the time. You run this show. You try to keep it right. Frankie, you're always right across. You know, you never try to offend.
No, it's like, you know, no. The other thing too. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. The other thing that was getting me too. It's like Adam speaks for the 6 million Jews that fucking perished.
Right.
Fucking what's the other one? Marla talks for the African Americans that were held in slavery. Like, well, there you go. He's Jewish and he said it, so there you go. Who better to know than the Jewish guy?
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
there were no convictions.
That's what I was trying to tell them last night. Like, it doesn't matter. It kind of seemed like it was like, well, I'm not offended. Marla's not offended. So it just doesn't matter. No, it matters because we're offended. And when they offended you, of course, we're all only internet friends, but we stood with you. So if somebody offends our friend, like in real life, if somebody offends your friend or does something to your friend, you're going to be like, what the fuck? I don't fuck with you. Even if my friend feels like, oh yeah, I'm going to still be cool with the person. No, still fuck them.
That was my point.
When somebody shows you your true colors, believe them the first time.
My point was exactly that. Just because, you know, the person that runs the show is not offended, so no one else can be offended by it? I mean, it kind of goes that way a little bit there. And that's just wrong, you know? It's just wrong. And I was actually surprised that, I mean, there was a couple points where her and Silo, you know, got close. You know, they reined it in, but they got close. You know, it's like, you know, she got a little mad that he was pushing up and he was getting frustrated that she wasn't understanding. And, you know, they're both calm, cooler heads, and they're not those kind of people. But, I mean, it was a strange thing.
She goes out of her way to praise the guy. She goes out of her way to do it.
And the chat was all over the place. I mean, you know, there was support one way, there was support the other way. They were bashing the shit out of Casparosa, bashing the shit out of Silo. It was nuts. I mean, I'm not a normal person. Like, I don't normally go there. And I don't know a lot of the people, but it's just, you know, who's on it? True Crime TV. He's like, this is like a cult. He goes, and I'm like, bro, you're exactly right, you know. And it's just listen. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I get it, but you know, you can't
Nothing
decide what's
Casparosa
offensive and what's
said.
not. You know, that's an individual's thing.
Nothing Casparosa ever said compares to the shit that MRE and his friends were just doing
Right.
weeks
Yeah,
ago, days
yeah.
ago.
And I asked a bunch of times. I said, and what gives MRE the right to can consistently accuse Howie of things that are proven to be not true, and he with no repercussions over and over, he could put up the same bullshit about Howie over and over. And now you got that other jerk off.
Didn't you hear her last night? She's ready to retain a fucking lawyer for this fucking moron who fucking goes on every community and abuses people and lies about them. And she wants him to go get him. So you should get a lawyer. What fucking leg does he have to stand on?
Unbelievable.
He goes after everybody and their mother. Are you out of your fucking mind, lady? Are you
When
really
he's
that
gone through
fucking
this with
dumb?
multiple communities? Like if he's gone through this exact same thing with multiple communities,
Yes.
clearly it's not us. It's not Casparosa. It's him. He's the common
He's the
denominator.
problem.
We don't
Yeah.
know that.
Oh, absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
live in a glass house. I mean, stay away from the rock pile.
Listen, you guys, if you guys can make amends and everything with her and everything like that, that's good. Maybe Nita, you need to go on her panel and discuss how you feel. You know.
Oh no, I'm fine. I don't, like I said, I don't have any hard feelings or any different feelings towards Angel and Marlo, because everybody's entitled to how they feel or their opinions about a person, and that's fine. That wasn't even my whole point. My whole point was
I'm not
that's
stupid.
fine. If you want to do that, just don't sit here and tell me that you didn't see what we saw.
Right.
And now we're just pretending we didn't see it, because I'm still going to say that I saw it, and it is what it is.
Yeah. And Silo was saying 2 weeks ago, you were saying you had egg on your face, hon. Now what? The egg's gone? you know? I mean, he makes a point. I mean,
I'm a gentleman.
Listen, I told him. I said, listen, there's no egg on your face, hon. But we used to have ham and eggs every day. We used to go down there on Cross Bay Boulevard. Oh, it was great.
It was great.
Oh, is that place still there? I think it was closed.
They closed down. I know they own that.
It was right next to Altadonna's. Oh, it was.
I know we break that guy's balls, but I kind of felt like, damn, it'd be nice to talk to him to get his unfiltered opinion on here.
He answered me a couple of times, and then I felt bad. Of course, I said, "Yeah." I said, you're a real gentleman.
All right, let's not rush for him to be our buddy now. It's just
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. No, but I'm just saying I'd like to hear his opinion, because she cuts him off, she interrupts him. Yeah. She downplays what he's saying.
She can do that to anybody. Yeah.
They were saying, oh wait, Silo's the voice of reason. He's going to show stuff. He hasn't proven he had a boxing career. I mean, they were getting pretty rough on him in the chat.
They got a point there, but
sure they do. No, they do.
That's not what we're talking about, though. No. You can't just
At this point, on the Tony Silo note, even if he proved that he had a boxing career,
what does it matter?
If he proved that everything he said was true, they would still say, "Oh no, it's fake. Keep that up." He showed his DD-214 and it was real, and they said, "Oh, he made that. It's fake. It doesn't okay, shut the fuck up." Every day you're gonna move the goalpost when he tries to prove something to you. So what's even the point?
Exactly. It's crazy.
And that lawyer.
I think we're all as a subscriber, I think we got too emotionally invested in a hobby.
Yes. That's what I said too. I never expected to find the people that could be as devious and the way they are on it. I mean, it was all kind of a shock to me. I mean, putting going after daughters and parents and putting information out there. I mean, I never saw that side of it till I actually saw it, and till this day it baffles me.
Nah, this shit. Somebody's not happy until somebody's gonna get really fucking hurt. I seen another content creator, if you will. He's a bomb. It sounds too fancy to be calling anybody a content creator, especially when you're fucking digging from garbages and shit like that. You think there's something real more of a
well, Frank,
that goes into it. But back to that, there's a guy fucking who put up some kid's picture, somebody's daughter. That's another guy who needs to put his head right on the railroad track and fucking get it decapitated. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you got a homeless guy coming at you, saying stupid, disgusting stuff, don't pay him no mind. Fuck him.
No, I'll find him. I'll find him.
You
I,
can't,
I
Frankie,
would.
he's got nothing to lose. A guy like that. He's got
Yeah,
nothing to
well,
lose.
he's got to watch what he says. Sometimes you need to make a message with people like that.
Yeah, you know what? But that's the problem. There's
My
no
family's my
accountability.
family. I'm sorry. That's
There's
just the
no
way it is.
accountability, Frank. That's why people get away with
Okay,
this shit.
listen, I wouldn't nudge him to the point where he's gonna say something stupid to me because I know I'm dealing with a fucking a mental case. So you know what? You kind of expect that from somebody who's not all fucking there. But
Right.
then once that fucking line is crossed, you got to do what you got to do.
Right. Well, you know
Especially if
what?
it's your family.
Would it surprise you at some point, somewhere down the road, that there's the YouTube killing? You know, somebody went so far
No, that's
that
what I
one
was
of
just
these
saying.
lunatics actually found someone and, you know, God forbid, did some kind of violent act to him. I mean, the world we live in, I could see that. I mean, I could see it. Some of these people are just, you know, deranged. They're not well. They're mentally ill. You know, drug addicted. You know, you go right down the list. And I could actually,
Who the
I
fuck?
would have never
People
thought
don't
it
know who
was.
they're talking to on this mob to YouTube, whatever. They don't know who they're talking. They can be talking to fucking chomos.
Schwab-tube.
They can be talking to rats. They can be talking to any fucking body. I'm talking about anybody. Hookers, pimps.
Yeah.
Who do you know these people?
Yeah.
Do you actually? How many people do I know on this? Do I personally know?
Right, exactly. And I love it too. Oh, they were all rats. So you're going to talk shit about them? You stand in front of one of those people, so-called rats, and see if you don't get your fucking hole opened up. You know, I mean, what does that mean? That you're not you can't handle your business? I mean, I love that. They're all rats. They're all this. They're all that. Yeah, okay. Come say
I
that
try
and
to
be a
stay
man.
away
See
from
what
that
happens.
narrative too, because you're kind of like asking for trouble when you say, "Yeah, I'm still a rapper." I kind of sound like the other fucking guys who are selling their stories every day, and I don't want to be that guy. I don't.
Nah, well, Frank, that ain't the case. You know that, but you know, like Howie, I could see Howie. You know, Howie's going over those papers with Smoke yesterday, and yeah, you could hear it. You know, he was bothered. He was definitely bothered by the shit that this kid is bringing out again. You know, it's a hurtful thing to be accused of something like that. And in the world we live in now, you know, you don't have to be guilty of anything. They put a label on you and it hangs. You know, and that's so wrong. And so I brought it up numerous times, and I couldn't get any of Angel or any of them to bite on it. You know, none of them would reply to me because. I mean, that makes me sick that they do that to him or anybody. I mean, it could be anybody that they do that to. I mean, who wants to carry that, you know?
Yeah, it's really rich for them to be calling Howie a perv or whatever the fuck they're saying. When Emery, he had these, okay, so maybe they weren't charges, but they were allegations.
Right.
And literally a couple of weeks ago, he just said out of his own mouth, it doesn't matter if he was charged or convicted or not. If there's an accusation, you're a piece of shit. So what does that make you?
That's right. Like Gunsmoke, like you say all the time, he deflects, right? His classic move is deflection, and he does it very well, and he does it every time.
That he
and
does.
You know, he picks on Howie a lot or whoever, and it makes me sick. I hate that. I would hate it. You know?
Oh yeah, and on the Nazi thing, they keep saying, "Well, he's not spreading this hate, or he's not a Nazi." Well, he's posted things, he said things, and there are crazy ass people who are listening to him.
That's
and
right.
They're getting hyped up like, "Oh yeah, this guy is working me up in a frenzy to go to go S-word somebody's school."
Yep.
Right.
Come on.
That's right. You don't know what's going to trigger a person today.
Exactly.
That's his fucking mentality.
People are unstable and they're listening to this bullshit, and then they're saying, "Well, now we're back to it's all old." Like, no, it's not. He said a month ago, I have the recording, he still has some of the same beliefs as Patrick Little. And what do we all know he is?
Oh yeah.
They keep saying he's a changed man too.
We're not debating who he is. We know he's a piece of shit. We're debating the people who are protecting him still. We're debating the what we heard yesterday, or what. Remember when they unmasked him and they found out who he was? There was people that gave him new life. He should have been done with back then when you found out who he was.
Yeah.
But no, he's a good guy. He's not a bad guy, and all that other kind of stuff. So somebody's putting water on that fucking ill plant. You know what I mean? Been doing it.
Yeah. Well, some people are gullible, and some people are just.
She ain't gullible like that. I used to think that. I don't think it anymore. Yesterday proved the point. She's not gullible. She's either.
And MRE's laughing at her too.
Yeah, but yeah, he is. And she says, "Oh, he doesn't say any Nazi stuff around me." You want to hear him say Nazi stuff when he goes to one of those rallies or when he's with his Nazi friends? Listen to what he has to say when he's with those people. I'll guarantee you'll hear it. You know, what's he get out of saying that in front of a woman that he's traveling a distance to come to her house, stay there? She's treating him like probably like he's never been treated before, like a decent person.
Oh,
Why
you
do
mean
all
he
of a
didn't?
sudden?
You mean he
What?
didn't have his Leyden hose on with his arm
Yeah,
extended, doing the
yeah,
chicken dance? Come on,
yeah.
man, get the
He
fuck
didn't
out.
he didn't walk in dressed like the Gestapo or an SS officer. What did you expect? That's what he was going to do? Come on, please. I mean,
Fuck, that's it. I heard enough of this shit. I
yeah.
mean, I'm pretty kind of like, I don't know, kind of confused over the whole. Not confused, kind
You're
of.
not confused, Frank. You know what?
Yeah, I'm
Dan.
not confused. I'm kind of
Nah,
just
I'm not
tired.
confused. I'm just annoyed.
you're sick of it.
I'm annoyed. I can't
Yeah.
believe somebody could actually today, like Nita said, 2023, people are fucking defending this kind of fucking.
Yeah.
I could see coming from like a Ron Kuby or a First Amendment lawyer,
Yeah. Right.
fucking Floyd
Right.
Abrams, whatever.
Right.
But I don't see it coming from fucking
Well,
Matu. It's
yeah,
pretty
but
sick.
listen, the truth is, on certain subjects, has always had a problem over there. On certain things. I mean, that's a fact. She'd rather look the other way than there. I'm not going to get into them, but we all know certain things that are true that she doesn't want to believe, and I get it. It's her family. That's God bless.
She should
She
keep
loves
that to
her family.
herself, though. She shouldn't go
Right.
on there and promote the
Well,
guy.
she
Like, oh,
opened
he's
the
a
one
great
door.
guy. He's a gentleman.
That
It's
one
not
door she opened
true.
herself by, I don't know what she was thinking. But listen, at the end of the day, I want to be respectful to the fact that she's a woman.
Yeah, me too.
She
I mean, I'm
deserves all the
trying.
respect that women deserve to be. And I said that. I was raised that women deserve to be respected. And
I didn't call her
that's
nothing
it.
outside her womanhood, so I never did.
No,
So
no,
I
not at all.
don't have nothing to be
But you don't have to,
sorry
Frank.
about.
You
I'm
don't
just
even have to.
her actions, her words. That's all I'm going at.
Yeah.
And that's it. She could have a field day on that rat today and whatever she's gonna say later, because that's her go-to. That's fine. I don't care. I'm not gonna shoot back. I'm gonna do nothing. I said what I had to say.
That's it.
And that's
We're
it.
done.
And now that you guys got me aggravated, you could give some money to donate to Gunsmoke.
I think we should all do
And
a
I love you
silent
all.
person.
And I love you all, by the way.
Hey, Frankie,
Yeah.
where you going?
I'm gonna
Let's
drop
do it.
down,
Go.
you guys. I have to get to
Okay.
a roll before.
It was
Oh,
nice talking to
Nita,
you.
it's nice,
All right, I'll
nice
talk to you guys
hearing you.
later.
thank you, Nita.
Very nice.
Take care, beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, she's a real doll, that Nita.
She is.
God bless her. She's a doll.
She's awesome. Let me thank a few people here. Sven, thank you so much for helping me survive the ghetto. $15 American. Thank you, brother. And Primo sent me a cash app saying, let's see, helping Sven help you survive the ghetto. Thank you, Primo. I appreciate that, brother.
Where's Terry Lynn today? Speaking of dolls.
I don't
Who
know.
is Terry Lynn?
I don't know. And before I I just want to harp on the thing one more
She hasn't
time.
been on at all today.
Yeah, one more time I want to harp on the thing about this fucking Adam guy about saying there was no convictions, so you cannot accuse him of this and that. It's like, motherfucker, why were there no
I'll be right
conviction?
back.
How many charges does he have? He has a fucking textbook filled with charges that he never spent any day in jail for. Not one fucking day did he spend in jail over these charges. None of them. They're all dropped and disappear. Why is that, Adam? Can you explain that one?
You're gonna get his lawyer answer on that one, and it's typical. Well, you don't know. We don't know what it's about. It could be anything. That you're gonna get that from most lawyers. Yeah.
I hate that lawyer shit. It's like, bro, you're on a fucking talk show. You're not in the fucking court of law right now. Why don't you give your honest opinion? Stop being an asshole. He'll give you one of those one-liner jokes. Like, yeah, no. Especially him too. It's like, come on, bro. We're talking about a fucking neo-Nazi piece of shit here that she's promoting. You think you might want to protect her a little bit and say, hey, doll, why don't you stop talking about this guy? He's gonna make you look bad, and this could blow up in your face because this guy really is a real piece of work, a real piece of shit. And the more and more we find out about this guy, the worse and worse it gets. I think she would want to step away from this guy and be better friends to maybe Silo and other people like Nita and even Lee. I mean, you notice Lee's not in there. I don't know why. I find it curious that Lee's not in these chats now.
Yeah, she's on the phone. She's on the phone right now with him, and the whole thing's gonna be later. Me and Lee never had a problem, so there. But of course, she's kissing his ass as we speak.
Yeah. Well,
You know, it's all deflection. It's all fucking. That's what it is. And look, man, I'm gonna go down. I'm just a little aggravated,
yeah.
but
No, I
I'll be
feel
on
you.
the chat.
All right, brother. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming on,
yeah,
man.
Thank you, buddy.
yeah, man.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, look, see, I mean, I find her show entertaining. I find it funny, but the past couple of days, the things they've been saying over there, it's just fucking asinine. It's annoying. It's aggravating. And look, you upset Frank now. I mean, and he doesn't really get upset too much on here. So
No,
it takes
not
a
that
lot,
often.
you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, this show's been very entertaining, but for all the wrong reasons,
Yeah.
Um,
But she doesn't realize she's been trolled, but from day one. I mean,
Yeah.
we can't make her see like this guy is a troll. He's a proud troll. This is what he does. I don't care if he went to your house and behaved himself and was
No.
nice. He's not going to come in there and say racist
No.
stuff and
Why would he?
reveal his real self to you.
No.
But he goes home and he hangs out with his friends and he
Yeah.
laughs at you. He laughs at all
Exactly.
these fucking people, even these idiots in his chat that support him and kiss his ass and go around fucking holding his water and fucking sticking up for him.
Yeah.
When they don't even know what they're talking about. You have a lady in Canada saying, I've known him for a couple of years now. He's a
Yeah.
good man. What do you know? You're in the fucking woods in Canada. You don't know this fucking guy.
You see all that
He's so
schwa-
filled with loyalty and honor
Yeah.
and this and that. You know, that's what he tells you on his fucking show.
You see all
She's
the
like, oh,
swastika shit and stuff like that?
yeah.
Do you know that that's like in the outlaw biker world, like the biggest club in the world? They don't allow that swastika stuff anymore. They don't allow it.
Yeah.
1% bikers won't have that stuff because why? It's offensive to members of their club. So so there you go. If people, think about it in those terms. That's how offensive that shit is.
Yeah. And good point, Benny. Yeah, I thought about that too. Would you want MRE babysitting your kids? Would you trust him?
Oh my God, it's a nightmare. I got a 14-year-old daughter. That's an utter nightmare.
I mean, he's a sick fuck.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Kasparosa had a video of him. Saying some real offensive stuff that he said. I said, you should send that over to the other side. And he said that they had it. I mean, the shit the kid was saying was, claiming to be 100% Aryan race. It's just real disturbing,
yeah.
And,
That's a good point, Tony Ducks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But all right, Smoke, I'll let you finish it up. I guess you're going to shut it down soon, or?
Yeah, it's pretty soon. Yeah.
Yeah. You doing anything late night this weekend, or?
I might because it's the end of the month, so I might do another show tonight. Maybe.
Yeah, you're doing another one tonight. You might shake me down.
I got more stuff to talk about besides this shit.
Yeah, especially if I'm all banged up later, you'll definitely shake me down again.
Yeah, I gotta shake you down.
Well,
I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, thank you for letting me come on. If shoot me a text if you're gonna come on. I want to make sure.
Okay.
If you're gonna be late night, I want to make sure I get there.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Have a good day, everybody. God bless. God bless.
All right, brother.
God bless.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Anytime, bro. Goodbye.
Yeah. So yeah, guys. I guess we basically said enough about what's going on over there. I just don't understand, really. There's no reason to defend this guy. He's indefensible, He's a piece of shit, low life scumbag. He's a troll, and she just doesn't realize how bad she got trolled by this guy. I'm not trying to attack the lady. I'm really not. I don't have any hatred for the lady. It's not an attack on her. It's just I just don't understand why she doesn't get it, And she's got Marlo over there fucking afraid to really speak her opinion. Like, come on, talk, say your opinion. And of course Marla's not going to do that because she knows that if she does that, she's going to be on the outs. She don't want that. So it's just it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But no, there's more information to come, which they'll deny, but it's going to come out regardless. And we'll see what's what. But that Adam guy's not doing himself any favors going on that show, talking the way he's talking. It's like, yo, bro, just be a straight shooter, man. Call it for what it is. You know better. I know you know better. Even fucking Silo was trying to speak some sense into these people, And he's a character, don't get me wrong. But even he was making sense. That's another thing, They're saying, what is he doing, this and that. It's like, Casperosa has a point there. This guy could influence somebody to do some horrible shit. I mean, look at the influence he has on people on YouTube. Not saying all that crazy shit for the most part. He'll say racist things here and there, but he sugarcoats it with the Italian slang and all that. But if some of those weirdo simps in his chat that follow him, blindly follow him like a cult over there, if he were to talk that racist shit, they would believe in him. And if he instructed them, hey, go out and do this, like with the stupid We Push Back flyers, he hyped up some simps to do that, hand out flyers to old people. We push back. We want to release murderers into the street because they were informed on. There were witnesses who informed on them and took murderers off the street. We want to free them. He can influence people to go out there and hand out the flyers. He can't influence people to go out there and pick up a gun and do something crazy. Of course he can. They think he's funny. He's this, he's that. That shit ain't funny, man. Maybe in the beginning when we didn't know who he was and he had a different attitude on here. But once he started to reveal himself little by little that he's a scumbag, low-life piece of shit, that shit ain't funny no more. He's not funny. He's weird. He's an odd fellow. He's look at all these charges. If it were anybody else, they would be screaming from sea to shining sea, that this guy, me or whoever, was a scumbag, a lowlife. I don't have no charges like that. And then I go over there, they probably think I'm an asshole, He goes over there and he's the fucking prince. Oh, he's a great guy, this and that, what a gentleman. So what are you saying? I wouldn't be a gentleman if I had the honor of fucking hanging out with a angel in her house, eating chicken pot pie? Of course he's going to be on his best behavior. He's a fucking mob hump. He wants to go over there and hang out with John Gotti's daughter. The fuck? Probably wasn't even interested in the daughter. The daughter knew something was wrong with the guy. She wanted nothing to do with him. She didn't even spend no time with him. She met him and was disgusted by what she saw. Oh, he was on the phone. He's very nice to her. What is he supposed to do? It's John Gotti's granddaughter. He's just grateful to even talk to her. He's a fucking mob groupie. He's a troll. He's told you he's a troll. This is what he does. And you make excuses for the guy. So it's okay for him to slander people and harass people and all that shit. But you want him to sue people for coming out with facts, for digging into his past and finding all this shit out. Now you want him to sue. Why don't you help Silo sue these assholes? How many people has he slandered on here? All the shit he did with Jimmy and Howie. I know you don't care because they informed, So that doesn't mean nothing to you, but I don't know. That shouldn't mean shit. It's not just informers he's abused. He's abused other people with drug habits, people that he pushed over the edge or tried to push over the edge with their drug habits and their own problems. Regular, ordinary people online, He's an internet troll that you fucking befriended and you thought was genuine. He wasn't genuine with you. What don't you understand about that? You got a simp from Canada over there saying, yeah, he's an honest guy. He's always told the truth. And he's filled with honor. He's always big on loyalty. And no, he tells you that shit. He hid his identity on here for fucking 9 months before we had to fucking smoke him out of his hole and reveal who he was. Before that, he was lying to you people. He still lies to you people. Him and his friends fucking laughed their sick ass off on how Angel's talking about this guy. Like, oh my God, look what I said about the daughter, this and that. She's still praising me. Ooh, it's bizarre. It's wicked. It's really sick. It's really sick. And I'm not trying to attack the lady. Again, I don't want to hear it. Gunsmoke, blah, blah, blah. You're a piece of shit. I'm not fucking trying to attack you. I just want you to see the truth. Maybe you can't come to terms with what happened here. I mean, nothing like this has ever happened in your life. You never had somebody play you like this in your life, I'm sure. Nobody would have had the balls, especially when your father was alive. Nobody would have fucking done this to you. Nobody. play you like this, really brainwash you, and basically game you. I mean, the way you talk about this guy, it's just sick. I mean, everybody knows the truth. It's already out there. There's no need to deny it. You can't deny it. And you want to blame Kasparova. I mean, thank God for Kasparova, because you know what? Nobody else is doing this shit. I know, God knows I don't want to do this shit. I'm bored with it. I mean, I already, this shit was already a year and a half ago we exposed this guy. I really don't care about him. I don't give a fuck what he says. We know who he is now. So whatever he says about people don't mean shit. Because look at you. You're worse than all of these people that you talk about. So who the fuck are you to say anything about anybody? So that's why I don't give a shit about what he says. I don't know, man. But you want to blame Kasparova? No, thank God for Kasparova doing this shit. He's the one digging in the facts. You know, he's looking for all the evidence there. There's more to come out. So you can get your lawyer to sugarcoat whatever you want, but the facts are the facts. I mean, truth is on Kasparova's side. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, you've even said yourself, Kasparov is not a liar. And I think we all know that. He won't put nothing out there unless he knows it's 100% legit and it's the real deal. Or whatever. Anyway, listen, guys. I guess that's that on that subject. That went a little bit crazier than I wanted it to. I wanted to be very delicate with that. I didn't want to upset Angel over there, but look, Frank was heated about it. He's tired of hearing this shit because we like to listen to the show, but we have a good laugh, But the past couple of days, it's just the shit they've been saying over there about this guy. It's just sickening. It's disgusting. But breaking news, people. I know I see a few people in the chat and people have been texting me. Breaking news. There's been a break in the case 27 years later in the murder of Tupac Shakur. I haven't read the article yet. I'm just going based on what people are saying in the chat and the text messages. But it looks like there was an arrest. There was an arrest in Tupac Shakur's murder after all this time. It took 27 years. Hopefully, we can get a conviction so we can make Adam happy. There were no convictions. If you don't have any convictions, you cannot accuse a person of anything. People get charged all the time. Does not mean that they were involved. Even if they confess and do videos on YouTube all over the place about how they killed Tupac Shakur, it does not matter. You must have a conviction. And if you don't have a conviction, you've got nothing. All right. Thank you, Adam. Yeah. Real good legal advice there, pal. I appreciate it. Anyway, Keefe D is guilty as fuck. And he's already talked about how he set up the murder, participated in the murder, provided the murder weapon. And now he's got himself arrested for talking too much. And they must have the goods. They must have the evidence. That's why they brought the charges. They already raided his house a month ago, looking for more evidence. So where there's smoke, there's fire. I wonder if these charges will disappear. I don't know. Maybe he should talk to MRE and strategize on how they could get the charges dropped or just make them disappear. Just like every other charge that MRE's ever had. Just disappeared, never did a day in jail. The only felon in America who's never done any jail time. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't know if it was Keefe. I got to read the article. Let me see. Is it front page news? It should be. Tupac Shakur. Oh, look, suspect cuffed. Yep. Keefe D arrested. Let me bring it up on the screen. This is incredible. I can't believe I lived to see this day. You guys all know how much of a big Tupac fan I am. I guess I'm a Tupac stan, really. I mean, I grew up on his music. I praise him like he's Jesus, Tupac is Jesus to me, really. As sick as that sounds, but yeah, he died for your sins. Yeah, holy fuck is right, Nita. Let me see. Let's see. Tupac Shakur. There we go. There's the BMW all shot up. September 7th, 1996. He was shot. Suspect faces murder conspiracy charge. In 1996, drive-by death of Tupac Shakur. Las Vegas police have arrested a man in a deadly 1996 drive-by shooting of Tupac Shakur, a long-awaited break in the case that has frustrated investigators and fascinated the public. Wow. Can you believe this cowboy bullshit? I was going to do a show about it later tonight, but you guys keep breaking my balls in the chat about it. Like, look at the fucking comment I made. Come on. There's an arrest. So I don't want to upset you guys. So I guess I'll talk about it now. And thank you guys for letting me know. Let's see. Let me get to the good part here. Davis said he was one of 4 occupants of a white Cadillac that pulled alongside the rapper's car, rolled down its windows, and shot, hitting Tupac 4 times. That is not proof of anything, even if you have a confession. You must have a conviction. A confession by the murderer himself does not mean anything. Anybody could admit to a murder. You have to have a conviction. I don't know what the laws are in your state, but in the state of New York, you must have a conviction. I've been practicing law 40 years, and I give out shitty advice to people, and I charge them $300 every consultation. This is what I do. After the first consultation, they never come back because they don't like the advice I gave them. Oh, well. This is how I make my living. That is a result of another gangland shooting. Oh, they're talking about Anderson. Yeah, the guy who pulled the trigger. He died in 1998 at the age of 23. It's a short life. Anderson denied involvement in Shakur's murder and was never charged. Anderson is the guy who shot Tupac. However, Nevada does not have a statute of limitations on prosecuting murder cases, and the case of the California Love rapper shooting has always been open. Damn. Good. I hope they fucking convict this asshole. Get some justice for Tupac Shakur. Finally close this case. Then they got to work on Biggie's case. That's another friggin' mystery. I'm still confused on that one. I don't know who the hell killed Biggie, but cops confiscated several computers, laptops, and iPads from Keefe D's home, as well as a .40 caliber cartridge, of which many of the same types of casings were recovered from the scene where Shakur was shot. If he kept those bullets, the same bullets that he used back then to kill Tupac, if he kept them for 27 years, he's a fucking idiot. Or if he even has the gun. Davis gave the gun to his nephew, who was in the car with them, and collectively they went out and intended to shoot Tupac. He provided the gun, his nephew did the shooting, so they are all equally guilty under solicitation for murder. That is not true. You cannot say that. Just because he gave him the gun does not mean he's a murderer. You must have a conviction. I don't know if MRE's a Nazi because I never looked at the paperwork. I never looked at the evidence. I'm only on here every fucking night for the past 3, 4, 5 fucking months. And I've never looked at any of the evidence. Even though they keep bringing up this character, MRE, every time I come on the show. It never occurred to me to check out the evidence before I open up my fucking mouth and say stupid things like, you must need a conviction. Yeah. Need a conviction. How are you going to get a conviction if the charges never get fucking taken to court? They all disappear every fucking time. He's such an innocent fucking altar boy over there. Yeah, he's America's sweetheart, that fucking MRE. Makes a lot of sense, Adam. Miss Can't Be Wrong, good to see you. Antonino in the house. What's up, brother? Thank you for gifting those memberships yesterday, brother. That would be really dumb if Keefe kept anything. Tupac is in hiding with Elvis and Kurt Cobain. I don't know about Kurt Cobain. I don't know. What's up, Sonny Money? Suge flipped allegedly. I think Keefe was alleged in both. The first hit was supposed to be on Suge, and they ended up hitting Tupac. Yeah, well, the hit was for both Suge and Tupac. I mean, Puffy paid $1 million for it, but Tupac's the only one who died, so Puffy paid $500,000. Crazy. Puffy gets away with it, you know. Puffy gets to keep his millions after he ripped off all his Bad Boy Records artists, solicited the murder of Tupac Shakur and paid for it. Tupac is still alive. I wish you were right, Antonino. Unfortunately, it's not the case. I wish it were true. Dude, Gunsmoke, stop calling me Biggie, dude. Same people did both hits. It looks that way. The cops thought that. That's how this whole thing started. They questioned Keefe D about the hit on Biggie Smalls because he was there at the party the night that Biggie got killed. And he told the cops, we didn't have nothing to do with that one. And the cops said, well, if you didn't have nothing to do with that one, you must have had something to do with something else, right? And he said, yeah, I'll give you the Tupac murder. So that's how this whole thing started, because they questioned him originally about Biggie's murder because they thought he was involved. And Suge did say, you know, if you solve one murder, you solve both of them. But, you know, Suge's full of shit sometimes. He lies or tells half-truths, so you can't trust what Suge says. But I see what you're saying, Achilles. Who knows? I don't know. It's a big question mark with the Biggie killing, so it's a possibility. Who knows? Achilles, good to see you in here, Achilles. Greg Kading was a dirty cop and was thrown out by the judge. Keefe and Orlando were the scapegoats. They were not pulling the strings. Reggie Wright Jr. and his Rampart cops. I like Reggie. You know, I've spoken to Reggie before. But I do believe he helped. He played a role in Biggie's murder. He denies it, you know. But as much as I like Reggie Wright Jr., I believe he was involved in Biggie's murder. Look, Biggie had no business being out there in California during that time. 6 months after Tupac Shakur's murder, they're driving around fucking LA like they own the city, knowing that there's tension, knowing the gang violence back then, knowing maybe they didn't know about the police corruption or the extent of it, but they stepped into a fucking hornet's nest over there at the height of the Rampart scandal and all those dirty cops. Police most likely were involved in that murder. You had cops that were gang members. You had cops working for Death Row back then. Death Row Records. So we'll see what happens. But this is a good start. Finally, some justice for Tupac, and then hopefully they'll work on Biggie's case now too. Silly but happy. Keefe D should have been arrested years ago. Accessory to murder from his own mouth. Yeah, I agree. I couldn't understand for the life of me how the fuck he got away with it all this time. Damn, Gunsmoke. What do you want? What do you want? You need a conviction. Fat bald Italian. Lee, Sammy better. Oh, dude, Sammy better not mess with me, dude. I shot Tupac too, dude. Nobody knows that. That's what it comes down to. He wanted to fuck with me, dude. You praise Tupac like Angel praises MRE. That's true, Yorkville. Yes, that's right. In my eyes, Tupac could do no wrong. Yeah, I know he assaulted a few people and he shot, maybe he shot a few people. Sure. Maybe he said some racial stuff. But I love Tupac Shakur. He was a gentleman. He was a good person. He had a good heart. And he loved every morsel of the Popeye's chicken. No, it was El Pollo Loco in California with hot sauce. He loved every morsel of chicken he ate. and that was his favorite chicken, El Pollo Loco. And yeah, when I listened to his music, he sounded so nice. So yeah, you're right, Yorkville. What murders? There was no murders. Tupac Shakur never died. I was there that night. I knew the EMT that worked on him. I was in the ambulance. It was about a 5-minute ride to the hospital. I looked at Pac. Pac looked at me. I said, "Hey, kid, you're gonna make it." He said, "Thug life, bitch." I said, "Hey, I'm here to help. What's with this thug life?" He said, "It's you wouldn't understand, you cracker." I said, "Oh, little racial there. He's no good. Don't you understand? He was a thug." Anyway, they patched him up, and then 2 days later, he was in Cuba. He was eating a rice con pollo and sipping on cervezas on the beach. I saw him. That was the last time I saw him, actually. He was wearing a fake beard with sunglasses. He looked like Bob Marley. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You got a fucking problem with what I just said here? Anyway, Angel, don't you understand, doll? You've been lied to the whole time. He played you for a fool, and you're still promoting his bullshit. You still believe what he told you. I had 13 of his friends on here. Neo-Nazis from his neighborhood that stood up for him. I believed them. He said he bought the guns legally. It's true. Because he said so. I questioned him. What's he going to do? Lie to me? Why would he lie? I questioned him. That means he's telling the truth. He never lies. That's right, doll. Whatever you say. He only slandered me and everybody else that you fucking bring on this show. But it's okay. You want to stick up for him? Fine. Go right ahead, doll. Yeah. Yo, Achilles, I told that to Big Gene Deal on his show. I said, yo, Puffy lined Biggie up to get pop. He got mad at me. He's like, hey, man, this is the dumbest comment I done seen all night, man. What you eat don't make me shit. That street light was my lamp, and that street curb was my pillow, man. Man, you stupid, man. And then I said in his chat, Trump 2024. It's like, damn, man, let me put this up on the screen. This is the smartest thing he done said all night. And I was like, come on, fucking Big Gene. I'm not trying to fucking piss you off. But you know damn well Puffy fucking basically sacrificed that guy. He wanted the beef to end. And he lined up Biggie as a sacrifice. Like, they tried to kill him that night, but they couldn't get to him. So Biggie was the next best thing. He was easier to get, I guess. They had the opportunity. They took it. And that was it. After that, the whole East Coast, West Coast war ended, and Puffy moved on, and it's crazy. I told Big Gene that, like, basically Puffy lined the guy up. Yeah, Puffy's a piece of shit. He's a scumbag. I don't like Puffy at all. Yeah, I know, Tony Ducks. That's how prolific his music was. I mean, he had so many songs, and he was always rapping about his own death that it seemed like it could have been fake, like it was all planned. No, Tupac knew he was gonna die young, and he talked about it. So that's why people think maybe he faked his death. Well, he's already saying Puffy, Patrick. He's already saying that Puffy paid for the hit, but they can't prove it. We're talking about $500,000 that was sent out fucking 27 years ago. He gave the money to a drug dealer named Von Zip. The guy called himself some asshole in Harlem, and when he gave Von Zip the money to give to Keefe D, because he was friends with Keefe D, he never sent the money to Keefe D. He kept it for himself, and he opened up a club in Harlem called Zip Code. So he kept the money and fucked Keefe D over. So even though he was supposed to send the money to Keefe D, technically Puffy didn't send him the money. He gave it to Zip to send to him. And the money never got to Keefe D. So he has plausible deniability there. If they can go back and find out where that money went and why, I mean, maybe they have a case, but I doubt it. He's got high-powered attorneys. He'll beat the case. It was so long ago. I mean, that should have been investigated years ago. So Puffy got away with it. I mean, Keefe could say whatever he wants. It's basically he said, you know, it's his word against his. That's true too, silly but happy. I don't think he goes back to his own neighborhood. He was hiding out in Vegas, you know. I don't think he was still in Compton, you know. Maybe if he was still in Compton, he would have got it sooner or later. Russell Poole was correct all along. It's starting to look that way, actually, for the most part. Addie's mama says, I'm here listening. I'm driving to my sister's to have a lone sister weekend. Hey, I don't know what she's saying here. Has a good at the. I guess she's driving and doing the voice text. But she says she loves me, and I love you too, Addie's mama. Thank you. We may have lost Tupac, but we still have Lee. Oh yeah, that Lee Cole, he's a survivor. I got more balls than fucking Tupac Shakur, dude. I'm still alive, dude. Tupac Shakur's dead, dude. That says a lot. What about what Suge said about Eazy-E? Oh yeah, poking him with the needle to give him AIDS. I don't know if I believe that. That was just a bad joke, but anything's possible. How do you miss Suge Knight? Yeah, that's what I don't get. I mean, he did get grazed in the head. And Keefe D said, I thought he was dead when I saw the bullet go in his head. I thought he was dead. But no, Suge got grazed. But yeah, I don't know how they missed. Because Tupac was a skinny motherfucker and Suge was a big fat bastard. So I don't know. Yeah, hold on. I think somebody sent me some loving. Nice. Hey. Oh, you're blocked? Oh. Is that who I think it is? I don't know. I don't want to say your name in case I get you in trouble. I don't know. You tried to super chat though, so I guess you don't care. But thank you, Debbie. Thank you for that cash app. I appreciate that. Damn. Is your name Debbie on the thing? In the block list? Is that your name, Debbie? I mean, I'll try to unblock you. If that's your name, I'll look for the name Debbie. Yeah, I think. Yeah, maybe I'll look for that name and try to unblock you. I'm so sorry that you got blocked, and thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting this channel. What you know about pissing on your balls, boy? What you know about that, Benny? You ain't never piss on your balls, boy. You ain't know nothing about that. There was a guy who had a shop on 125th in Harlem World. Harlem on the rise. You don't want a problem with this guy. And they used to make Louis Vuitton bulletproof vests. I forgot what they called that guy. Jeep spare tire covers. He had all the patterns. Gucci, Louis. Yeah, I forgot what they called him. I know his name. Fuck. Yeah, I think he's still over there. I don't know. He's been there for like 30, 40 years. Thank you, Minnie. Minnie's driving and listening. Itty bitty Nita. Keefe and Keefe alone is going to be the only one going down. People just want an arrest. They don't care. If they get everyone, the fans just want someone. Yeah. I really want them to get Puffy too. That would be nice because he's well, he ordered the hit, but I guess Pac did it to himself by beating up the hitman's nephew. He kind of rushed his own death, basically. I think if Tupac would have kept his hands to himself that night, I don't think he would have got shot. I don't think they would have took the contract. But it is what it is. Okay. All right. I'll unblock you. So we're gonna unblock Debbie. She says she's never been rude. So I don't know. Maybe one of my wrenches has a personal thing with her and was like, oh no, fuck you. You're not gonna come here. But if you're gonna support the channel, I don't know. I don't remember ever seeing you in here, so I don't have a problem with you. So I'm gonna look for your name, Debbie, and I'm gonna have you unblocked. And thanks again for the support. I appreciate it, especially at the end of the month too. I need all the support I could get, girl. Let's see, where are you? It's gonna take me forever to find you, but I will have you unblocked after today. But yeah, guys, I don't know. Look, maybe we got ourselves in trouble today by the things we said. I'm sure some people aren't going to be too happy about it, but I don't know. Some things just have to be said. Now, granted, I wouldn't have been so forceful today, but like Frank was. But Frank was very upset about what he heard, and he's had enough of the bullshit. It could be very asinine, especially the past couple of days. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking over there, but they're not making themselves look good. Nobody believes that bullshit. So stop trying to push the narrative. Oh, I see you, Debbie. Okay, you're unblocked, Debbie. I just found you. That was quick. But yeah, I don't know what they're thinking over there, but they should just knock it off. Like, you're better off not saying nothing about the guy and just moving on. Stop trying to promote him because nobody believes him, and they definitely don't believe you trying to stick up for him. He's got no leg to stand on. He's a piece of shit, low life scumbag motherfucker. He's playing you for a fool, and yeah, that's true, Albaz. Wait, what? What? Wait, what? Tupac called an audit on death row a week before the murder. That's true. And he fired David Kenner as his lawyer. Conflict of interest. He fired Right Way Security, which is Reggie Wright's security detail. Even though, I guess, I don't know, Reggie Wright's company was still working for Pac somehow because he had that bodyguard Frank watching his back, who was employed by Right Way. Tupac wanted to be tough. How did that work out for him? Look, he wanted to be a gang member for some reason, even though he was an accomplished entertainer, movies and music. But he wanted to be a tough guy. He wanted to be a gang member. And he died for it. So what can you say? I guess he was a tough guy, There's always consequences for your actions, Oh, wait. Tony Tuck says, so you're saying Tupac just happened to get into it with the guy contracted the clip? Exactly. It was a bad coincidence, He saw the nephew of the guy who had a contract on his life. He saw the nephew in the lobby of the MGM Grand, and he assaulted him because that nephew robbed one of Tupac's friends for a death row chain. Or he tried to rob him. And Tupac wanted to prove his loyalty to his friend and went over there and assaulted the guy. And after the fight, Tupac leaves, and the kid that he beat up goes to his uncle, and his uncle has the contract on Tupac Shakur's life anyway. So he said, oh, this is great. They're in Vegas. We already got the contract to kill him. He already beat up my nephew. Let's go get this guy. That's what it was. It was just a bad turn of events. Like it was almost like destined to happen, Like they were destined to cross paths and get into that fight and set the wheels in motion to get the murder going, And Suge was also a target. Yeah, Suge was supposed to die that night as well, but he got lucky. What's up, Rocco? Fucking A. Fucking A. What you know about Killer Cam, boy? Dapper Dan. Yeah, that's what. Thank you, Tony Ducks. Thank you. That's who Anthony was talking about. Dapper Dan. He did all the Gucci and Louis Vuitton designs. He made Louis Vuitton real gaudy. Lee Colavelli. That's good. That's a good one. Lee Colavelli, dude. New album, The Seven Gyro Theory. Album coming soon, dude. Dog Life, dude. This is Death Row at its finest, dude. Big numbers we're doing here. That's what it comes down to. For the West Side, dude. For Richie Porter and AZ, yep. Used to design their clothes. Achilles, Orlando happened to be just hanging out in the lobby. Yeah, I know. It looks like weird that he was standing there, but I don't know. Look, it was a fight night. Everybody was going to see the Mike Tyson fights back then. Especially all these gangsters and all these assholes. Look, man, some things sometimes just things happen that way, Looks like more than coincidence, but sometimes it's just a fucking coincidence, man. Very bad coincidence. Some things work out how they do. Good to see you in here, Debbie. Thank you again. Leak hole in his mold. The 7-layer gyros album. That's God damn it. Yeah, that's right, Tony Ducks. You do. You are a well-rounded, well-adjusted individual. You know about True Life, boy. Damn, you know a lot of shit, Anthony. I didn't know you knew all this shit. I didn't think you were into the hip-hop lifestyle, boy. That wasn't his role. He was a money man, not a bodyguard. Well, God damn it. Trayvon Lane set the wheels in motion with the Orlando thing. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Tony Ducks disagrees with me. I disagree, Gunsmoke. Tupac was not a tough guy. He may have wanted to be, but he wasn't. Nah, I hate when people say that. I don't knock you for saying that, Tony Ducks. I mean, you might have a point there, but look. He came up rough. He had a rough life. He had anger issues because of it. He loved to fight. He couldn't keep his hands to himself. He got into one too many fistfights. He got shot 5 times. He stood up and fucking cursed everybody out who he thought was in on the first shooting. He gave the middle finger to the ambulance people and the photographers while he had 5 bullets in him. He came out of jail after getting shot. And, he joined Death Row Records. He became a gang member. He tatted the gang name on his arm. On his back arm. He had Thug Life tattooed on his stomach. He got into a fist fight trying to prove himself to that gang. He got shot because of it, as a direct consequence of it. As he was dying, the cop asked him, "Who shot you?" He looked the cop in the eye and said, "Fuck you." He passed out and he died. Sounds like a tough guy to me. He died gangbanging. That's what he wanted. Give him what he wants, you know. At least acknowledge him for that, you know. He wanted to die, as silly as it sounds. He wanted to be a gang member, and he died for it. Sounds like a tough guy to me. I don't know. Can't take that away from him. Yeah, he had different sides to him, sure, you know. And he was smarter than he behaved. And he knew he was smarter than that, but he also had anger issues, and he was very immature for his age. He was a very smart, intelligent guy, talented, but he was very immature too. There were times that he acted like a fucking child. It was embarrassing, really, the way he conducted himself with all the laughing and all this other shit. But no, he was a tough guy. He was hanging out with a rough crowd. I mean, he surrounded himself with killers all over the place, all over the country. And, you know, there's a lot of stories out there where he confronted people over bullshit, drive-by shootings he was involved in. He shot 2 cops in the ass. You know, he was involved in a lot of shit. It just all caught up to him, you know. So I'd say, in my opinion, he was a tough guy. But maybe you know better than me. Who the fuck knows? What do I know? You think I need this shit? Yeah, you definitely missed some action, Rocco. Holy shit. Frank was on fire. And we had Nita on here speaking facts, too. The lovely itty-bitty Nita was in here. Oh, well, fuck him. That's right, Nita. Yeah, I know, but why would they respect him? I guess because he was a celebrity, but I don't know, man. It was different, you know. These guys respected him. I mean, there was an incident where he was in Chicago performing, and this was at a time when it was in the news that this kid, 10-year-old gang member called Yummy Sandifer, was killed by gangster disciples in Chicago. Yummy Sandifer was a 10-year-old gang member who was recruited by older gang members to kill a young girl. I think she was about 14, 15. I don't know why they wanted the girl dead, but they hired Sandifer, Yummy Sandifer, to do it. He was about 10 years old. After he killed the girl, he went back to the crew, and the GDs killed him. And Tupac was mad about that. So when he did the concert in Chicago, he stopped the music and he cursed out the crowd and said, "You motherfuckers, you better leave those kids alone," you know? And he was pissing off the crowd because the whole crowd was filled with nothing but GDs in there. And he said, "I don't give a fuck what y'all say. This Thugla." And they were flashing gang signs at him. And they rushed the stage. The whole fucking crowd rushed the stage trying to attack him. He picked up the fucking microphone stand, swung it around. It was a big problem, you know? His crew pulled out guns and shit. It was a big thing. Now, they left out of that fucking Coliseum with the skin of their bulls. And then they reached out. The GDs reached out to Pac and said, "Hey, man, you know, we like Tupac and this and that, but he could come back here. Just tell him don't come back on that bullshit. Make sure he comes back here and he's not on that bullshit. He could come back. We're not going to do nothing to him. But make sure he don't come back on that bullshit. We don't want to hear that." That's respect, you see. That's how much they respected him. They could have said, "No, motherfucker, we see you, it's on. We're going to kill your ass for disrespecting us in our city." But that's how much they respected him. He was a living legend in his own lifetime, you know. It's not like we're talking about fucking Ja Rule over here. I mean, he was the real deal. Tony Duck says, "I'd say he did some tough guy type of shit. But it's not hard to be tough with a crew like that around him all the time." That's true. You're right. You got a point there. He had some bad influences around him. Itty Bitty Nita says they were loyal out of their own needs. As long as the money was rolling in, they were loyal to him. When he started talking that going with his own company, firing David Kenner, he was food. Yeah, I could see that. It's definitely problematic, but I don't even think he was leaving Death Row because the record label he was going to make, Machiavelli Records, was going to be distributed by Death Row. And he was promoting Death Row East 3 days before he died. But I don't know. I know he was bitching about money and stuff before he died. You guys may be right. I don't know. Fish, what's up, Fish? You little prick, you fucking chadrul. He says, longtime Senator Dianne Feinstein dies at 90 today. Wow. She refused to retire, too. She couldn't even vote on anything. She was just... she was having her subordinates do all her work for her. She just filled the seat. Well, rest in peace to Dianne Feinstein. "90 years old. That's a full life." Ja Rule used to hang with Alphonse Trujillo in prison. Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, I think Ja Rule was in there on a gun case. Achilles says Death Row East wasn't a thing. Gunsmoke, I'm going to email you some info. Okay, yeah, please do. It'll be good to hear from you. I got a Death Row East T-shirt. I know it wasn't official yet, but they were going to come out with it, definitely, with Eric B. He was going to head the label. And it was going to be a thing. They were going to sign Craig Mack from Bad Boy Records. He was going to be the first artist, among a few other people. But yeah, it was going to be a thing. It's just once Pac got shot, that was it. The game was over. Death Row crumbled. It all fell apart after that. The FBI came in and investigated everything. What up, Isaac? Good to see you. Papa G. Yeah, I like Papa G. He passed away recently, I think. He was the head of marketing for Death Row, shot down the Death Row East thing. Pac was out and wanted his money before he bounced. Yeah. Snoop was pissing him off too, so he wanted to do his own thing. He fulfilled his contract. He put out that music real fast. And he wanted to do his own thing, He was going to open up a restaurant with Alanis Morissette, somebody else. He's going to have his own clothing line, his own record label. He was coming up with his own production company for films called Euthanasia. He had plans. He had a lot of plans. It's a shame. He was only 25. Look what he accomplished. Imagine if he had another 5 years to live, what he could have accomplished by 2001. It's a fucking shame. We'll never know. I don't know about that, Nita. I don't know. I know Pac loved Suge. He really did. He was grateful to Suge for bailing him out of jail when nobody else would. He finally got to live the good life as a rapper. The Rolls Royces, the penthouses, the beautiful women. I mean, he always had beautiful women, but Death Row was a whole nother level. The fucking production he got on his records was top notch. But, Suge was funny with the money. That was the problem. New York City in the 90s was a wild place. Yeah, it was. I got to see the tail end of it as a teenager. Until he called an audit, yeah. He was money to Suge. Yeah, I mean, he was the number one guy. I mean, he came over to Death Row and took over, basically. That's why they named the album "All Eyes on Me," because when he came over there, that was it. Forget about Snoop, Dre. It was all about Pac. He was on an allowance. Well, hey, Debbie, thank you for becoming a member, Debbie. I appreciate that. And I don't know if anybody bought memberships in here. I'm sorry if I missed it. I didn't check my phone. But I'm grateful. Thank you guys for the support today. The thing about that, Achilles, is there's a thing with the record industry where you don't get paid for your music for at least, I don't know, 180 days before you start to see the fruits of your labor from the sales. And Pac was just about to start getting paid for that All Eyes on Me album. It takes time for the record labels to pay out. So they give you an allowance, or they give you what do they call it? Basically a loan, you know. Like they'll front you money, and then you owe that money back, and you know you got to pay for your own record. You got to pay for your own what do you call it? Studio time. You got to pay for your own limos, your own security. None of that shit is free. So they'll loan you the money. They'll give you an allowance and all that, but you owe that money once you get paid from the record sales. But you know, he went 5-6 times platinum while he was alive. That album's diamond now. Certified 10 times platinum, 11 times platinum. But during his lifetime, yeah, he had money coming to him. It's just he didn't live long enough to see it. I think the month he died, he was supposed to start getting paid, or the month after. Because the album was released in February. We're talking about September. So I don't know. That's another thing. Yeah, they didn't let Pac put anything in his name. But yeah, that's Suge did that with everybody, though. All those cars, the Mercedes, the Jaguars, the Rolls Royces, those were all in Death Row's name. They were all leases. After Suge went to jail, all those Amex bills, they got defaulted on. All those cars, they got repoed. Everything fell apart. What's up, Capello? Let's see what Capello has to say for himself, boy. He's not feeling well. Chris Capello says, in other news, Mark Shoemaker will be taking a leave of absence from Angels due to his ongoing war with American DeBella and Tony Peets. Yeah, I heard that shit. I'm like, oh my God, come on. They took a dig, Tony. I don't need this aggravation, you know. I'm Italian too. I'm just as Italian as you are, if not more, okay? All right, let me go in the other room. Yeah, Achilles, you say 5,000 a month, but we're talking about 1996, 95, 96. That was a lot of money back then. Nowadays, 5,000 ain't shit. But I guess 5,000 is 5,000. But back then, it had more spending power. Things were a lot cheaper back then. Snoop was getting the same thing. 5,000 a month. Yeah, I know, but you know, whatever. I mean, he was still in a mansion. He had a house for himself, his mother. He had all these cars. I mean, he was still living a lifestyle. He had all this jewelry, diamonds and gold. So he still lived a good life before he died in the last year of his life. But before that, he struggled. He was broke. I mean, Pac was always broke, paying for lawyers all across the country, paying for his family members to live good, his friends. He was always broke. I mean, he didn't have the $1 million to get out of jail the first time. It was Suge who bailed him out. He owed Suge that too. Think he wasn't going to pay Suge back that money? Of course he had to pay Suge back that $1 million. 1.2 million, actually. None of that shit was free. Suge kicked his mom out of that house when he died. I don't know about that. I thought she got to keep it. Look, she sued Suge for everything. I mean, she got all the master recordings. I think she was worth like 60 million when she passed away. I know they want to say like Suge fucked over Pac, but I feel like he really looked out for him the best he could. But business is business, you know? Friends is friends, business is business. So I think Suge tried to look out for him the best he could. But if it wasn't for Suge, maybe Pac would still be alive. He wouldn't have tried to become a gang member, trying to prove his loyalty to Suge, you know? Nita says he was living, but he was trying to come into his own, and Death Row wasn't going to let him. Yeah, you might have a point. That could be part of it, sure. Oh, yeah, I had that on DVD, Faxby. Welcome to Death Row. Yeah, that was probably the best documentary for the longest time until the new documentary Dear Mama came out. That was probably the best one that I've seen ever. There's a new one now on Hulu called The Murder of Tupac Shakur. They're still investigating the murder. They did a new documentary. It looks good. I haven't seen it yet. I don't have Hulu, but looks all right. All right, Capello, feel better, man. As long as it's not the big C word, you know. Did you hear about the death of Mateo Messina Denaro? Yes, Jeff Nadeau did a whole episode on it. Yeah, I saw that. Cash advance. That's right, Tony. Tatone. That's right. Mark is Italian by injection. Yeah. It hurts, you know. When they put the big sausage inside, it hurts. I mean, I'm Italian too. I'm officially Italian now. I eat oregano and Parmesan cheese. You know? You took a dig, Tony. I'm 101% Sicilian. You guys didn't know. I never knew my real parents, okay? They were 100% Sicilian. I don't know who they are. I know nothing about them. I'm Simpsilian. Nita says, the Pimp Handbook says, if you leave with what you came with. And that's what Suge did to his artists. Yeah, he did. Even with Dre, too. Dre owned half of that company. He left with nothing except his life. Dr. Dre was the smartest one out of the whole fucking bunch over there. He walked away from Death Row and he became a billionaire. It was rough for him at first, you know. He wasn't selling records like that until he found Eminem. But yeah, he survived by the skin of his balls. Smart guy, Dr. Dre. RPMJ, what's up? Tupac unresurrected. Unresurrected? Or you mean resurrected? That was in the movie theaters. That was good too. That was actually, yeah. I keep forgetting about that, but that was great. That was probably one of the best ones too. Biggie changed the game, raw talent. Well, he brought the music back to the East Coast. Suge's suits were estimated at $10,000. Yeah, well, Suge was a flashy guy. Welcome to Death Row. Little Dirk voice. Dirkio. Schmirkio. All right, well. Yeah, David Kenner was a low-key gangster. Yeah, he was. It's another scumbag. He witnessed a lot of shit, too, that he kept his mouth shut about. Fat Bowl Italian says Lee pays James Proctor an allowance of $15 a month, dude. That's it, dude. Take it or leave it, dude. Tupac was his meal ticket. I don't know about that. I mean, he had Snoop. He had he had all these other artists. Death Row was doing good back then until Pac got shot. So I don't know if Tupac was his meal ticket, but Tupac was his biggest artist besides Snoop. Yeah, Irv Gotti was rich for a while. Yeah. Well, I think he's still rich, but Murder Inc. was big back then too. They were number one for a while until 50 came out. Anyway, guys, I did almost a 2.5 hour show. I hope we get a conviction in the Tupac Shakur murder case. I hope Keefe D goes to jail for the rest of his life and rots away. Finally get some sort of justice for Tupac. His killer's already murdered himself, so that's good. And now we'll get the guy who handed him the gun. Put him in jail now, too. That's good. So it's a good day today. And rest in peace to Dianne Feinstein. I don't like to talk politics on here, but, we're all human beings, I guess. Yeah, Snoop went to Master P to get away from Death Row. Master P protected him. Because after he left, Death Row was trying to kill him. Yeah, you're right, Faxby. Yeah. Well, Snoop was mad because after Suge went to jail, he thought he would take over Death Row. And Suge gave it to Reggie Wright to control. So he was mad about that. So he just left. He wanted to do his own thing. With Master P, and he branched out. But hold on, guys. I want to thank all my people here. Where is it? All right. So Sven Larson, thank you, brother. Sally, Fat Bold Italian, thank you very much, Fat Bold Italian. Cranky, Joey Frakes, and it's the jacket. And Debbie for becoming a member. I want to thank Kat and Anthony Tavanese and Primo. Thank you all. And Ryan Morrison. And I think that's it. Yeah. Anyway, guys. And if anybody donated any memberships, gifted any memberships in here, I'm sorry I didn't see it, but thank you so much if you did. I want to thank Itty Bitty Nita for coming on the show today and speaking her piece. She's very smart and beautiful as well. Thanks again to Anthony Tavanese for hopping on. And, of course, Big Frank Fiordolino, also known as Fettuccine Alfredo, according to Lee Cole. So thank you guys for making the show what it is today, or what it was, or how it's going to be. Stay safe, stay dangerous, stay classy. Try to be nice to each other if you can. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a night show tonight, Tony Ducks. I got to make some increments, boy. It's the last of the month, so I got to try to make as much as I can earn. So hopefully you guys will join me tonight. We'll have more conversation. Hopefully Angel doesn't go too harsh on me tonight and go crazy like, and Gunsmoke, you and your fucking show over there. I hope that doesn't happen because I really try not to attack her, I don't know what kind of situation she's in there with this MRE guy. I don't know why she's doing what she's doing, but I think she's smarter than that. Or at least she should be smarter than that. But I don't know. Look, I'm annoyed. I'm not trying to bash her or attack her. I'm just annoyed with what I've been hearing for the past couple of days. If you don't like it, don't watch. All right, I get that point, but I like watching, so what the fuck? It's entertainment. I like the show. Don't tell me not to watch. I just don't agree with what you're saying over there. It's crazy talk. And a lot of people evidently feel the same way, so don't get mad at me. I'm not the only one who feels like I do. And I'm actually the one who tried to be, I don't know, as nice as I could be on here today. Frank was upset, sure. Yeah, Frank wasn't having it. You pissed off a lot of people the past couple of days with your talk for this guy. There's no reason to be supporting this shitbag, especially what he's done to you and said about you and how he trolled you. You don't even realize that this guy trolled you. You think everything he said was genuine. He's not a genuine guy. There's nothing real about him. He's a troll. Don't you get it by now? I'm not saying that out of any bias or anything like that, you know. There's people I don't like out there that I give them credit for whatever the fuck they're doing, if they're doing something good. This guy's a shit stain, a low-life animal. Look at his record. Why would you want anything to do with a clown like that? So please, don't get mad at me. Please don't say my name tonight. My heart flutters every time you say my name. I'm like, oh God, what's she gonna say now? Just don't get mad at me, all right? Just smarten up out there. Just smarten up, because it's not me that you've annoyed. It's a lot of other people. Even your own people in your chat, they were annoyed. And tell that lawyer guy, stop with that fucking lawyer chagrin, whatever the fuck, lingo, fucking court talk. He's not in a court of law over there. Nobody's seeking his legal advice. Tell him to speak his own fucking opinion. And if he's got a stupid opinion, just tell him to shut up then. Because he's starting to get fucking annoying now, too. There are no convictions. Well, why are there no fucking convictions, my friend? Why is every fucking case swept under the rug? Disappears. Not even resolved, closed, nothing. Just disappears. And then when you find the paperwork, it's all redacted. Blanked out. Who's blanking that shit out? Why don't you tell me that, lawyer pal? The law's so good. Anyway. Sally, thank you for the last $5 there. Thank you so much. Last minute support. Please try not to remove your overnight. I love to catch on replay. Okay. Depends what's said tonight, because sometimes crazy things are said at night and those shows need to come down. Also, sometimes my night shows suck. Not enough viewership, not enough conversation, and it fucks me up. And I already said a lot today, so I might not have a lot to talk about tonight. We'll see. I'm a professional. Redacted. Yeah, redacted. My ass. A lot of redactions. I'm a professional. It was redacted. Tony Duck's not even so much that she supports or supported him. It's the denial of the evidence that's in their face. That's another thing. Yeah, that's right, Tony Ducks. I don't fault her for being fooled by the guy, whatever. She fell for his bullshit. But now you insist on carrying on with his bullshit, believing his lies, pivoting for him, stop. I mean, just because he told you something, you take it as truth? Of course he's going to lie to you. He's been lying to you the whole time. You're going to fucking sit there and still promote his lies? It's stupid. You look ridiculous. And then Tony Silo tried to tell you. I'm sure Tony Silo's not trying to attack you. He's trying to fucking make you see the truth. You refuse to accept facts and truth. It's ridiculous. It's annoying. You're pissing people off. People who like you, Look, I don't have any animosity or hate towards you. I'm just trying to make you see that the guy fooled you from day one. You don't want to accept that. It was all a lie. Everything he told you was a lie. I don't care how well you think you knew him. You don't know him. Evidently, you don't know the real him. You won't accept it. Even if they shove the evidence right in your face, you refuse to see it. It's none of my business, but what the fuck? What are you doing? You better start singing a different tune, because it's making you look bad. Especially the past couple of days. And you're bringing other good people down with you. I don't know, people who want to support you, you're bringing them down with you too, because they're afraid to speak the truth. They know the truth, but they don't want to upset you. So you're making them look ridiculous now too. Joe Root likes Silo. Okay. I mean, I don't have a problem with him. He never did nothing to nobody. He never did nothing to me. I just think he's a character. I like to do impersonations of him. That's all. He gives me content, I break his balls. I'm not trolling him. Real. I mean, I guess I am, but not like these other people are. These people are being malicious with him. I'm just, impersonating his voice. Making him into a cartoon. That's all. I'm not getting nasty with him. And he was speaking truth last night. And the past few nights, he's been speaking speaking truth. So how could you hate that? Yes, I did, Jordan Canada, a little bit. I'm going to talk more about it tonight. But yeah, it's good developments, very welcome developments. Just Beetle CI, thank you. Joe C, YouTube Platinum. Never doubt yourself. If you don't believe in you, who else will? Thank you, Joe C. And thank you for coming up with that YouTube Platinum for me, man. I took it and ran with it, and yeah, I've been doing good lately. I've been doing all right. So I appreciate that, Joe C. You're right. Thank you for believing in me, too. Thank you for supporting this channel. You're doing nothing wrong to him, dude. Lee will show up if she is attacking you. Yeah, probably. Yeah, dude. And Gunsmoke, dude. I used to think you were a good guy, dude. You're a scumbag, dude. No, I think he doesn't want any parts of that shit going on over there. I mean, I haven't seen him on that show in the past couple of days. I'm assuming he's annoyed. I don't know. He's probably embarrassed to be over there too. As crazy as that sounds, who knows? I gotta go back. I'm just tuning in now. Oh, okay. All right, Jordan Canada. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the show up. It was a good show today. Lee's towing the line. He likes that Silo was questioning Angel, keeps Lee close to her. Could be. You might have a point. All right, guys. Rocco says, do a night show. I'll be able to catch it. Okay. If I do a night show, I'm going to remember that. I'm going to be like, where the hell is Rocco? I'll be looking for you, pal. You better be there. Angel doesn't have a show scheduled right now. I thought she did. Let me see. I guess not. Maybe she will later. It's Friday night. Or maybe she had too much fun last night. It got crazy in her chat. Peace out, Joe Root. Didn't Master P buy out his contract? Yeah, he spent, I don't know how much he spent. I don't know if it was 10 million or if it was $1 million something. But yeah, he bought out the contract to get Snoop on No Limit. Death Row really was Death Row. Yes, it was. RPMJ says, just my opinion about Pac. He was about the only rapper who would roll Dolo in New York. Yeah, that's true. And people don't want to give him credit for being a real motherfucker. The guy was who he was, man. I mean, Jesus Christ, he died over it. I mean, what else do you want from the guy? Pac was a tough guy to me. Probably one of the realest motherfuckers out there. And to this day, nobody compares to him. So that says something. He's still remembered to this day. Yeah, Casperosa had a good show, too. For the past couple of nights, Casperosa's been doing his thing on that channel. He's doing good. He's on the up and up. And it's pretty entertaining. He knows how to control the show. He does good over there. He knows what he's doing. He's well spoken. Lee is texting Angel right now. Dude, did you see Gunsmoke show, dude? He was trashing you, dude. We gotta attack him. Let's discuss Gunsmoke tonight, dude, and trash him. That's right. I'm waiting for it. Rob Jean, what's up, brother? You're late. The show's over. Good to see you, Rob Jean. You staying dry out there? This rain is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I've been on for a while, man. Yeah, we had a good show. I had Frank on here, Anthony Tavanese, Itty Bitty Nita. We had a good show. Yeah, we got to get you back on the show soon, Rob Jean. I like having you on. I like the stories you got. Got a lot of neighborhood stories. Yeah, go back and watch it, Rob Jean. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, watch the replay if you can. I need all the views and support I can get. And hit that damn like button, people. Yeah, it's boring. Yeah. Lance 33, shouts to Pittsburgh. Thank you, bro. The only thing that sucks at night is Lee and his gyro. Dude, I'm on a diet, dude. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Anyway, guys, don't repeat what you hear here. You hear? Unless you want to talk about the Tupac Shakur stuff, that's fine. But anything else that we said here, don't repeat what you hear here. You hear? And enjoy the rest of your Friday. It's Friday, y'all. The weekend is here. Enjoy it. Stay safe. I love you all. I appreciate everybody who supports this channel. I appreciate anybody just for watching. We did good numbers today. I had 150, 140 people in here for the longest time. So I appreciate it very, very much. And I'll see you guys hopefully later tonight. If not, definitely tomorrow, because tomorrow's the last day of the month, and I must survive the ghetto. Some way, somehow. We will make it to the mountaintop, hand in hand, with the sun on our face and the wind at our backs. Yeah, I done seen the promised land, y'all. It's beautiful. We gonna make it to the mountaintop, baby. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Until next time, people. Peace. Thank you, Don Vito. Dude. Yeah. Show's over, y'all. Get the hell out of here. Yeah.